where we last left off our story. You had gone around talking to a few people, Fumitaka, Kikita, about some of the stuff going on, trying to convince people of the Oni, honestly, um, as well as talking a little bit about the unicorn, I believe, but I never really talked. I don't think you ever went to talk to Nanako yet. Though I think you did convince. There's a few of you who are going to do so, I believe, eventually. Toritaka Togashi and Morimoto, if he agreed to do so. You guys want to try to get an audience with her today. I know Morimoto, Akihiro had a hard time with the fact that Kakita Jubei seemed to not really believe that an Oni was here in this place. Whereas I believe Yue was more mad than anything. Shika got to talk with Sumi, Shosuro Sumi, a little bit and get a bit of an interesting read on her personality. And yeah, plans are being made trying to come up with a way to deal with this dual threat in a few days. 3 now, 2. As the morning comes. And Toritaka, you went to your window.
Yeah.
And you watched a shape fall from above you down below and crash into the ground below. You saw lying on the ground this boy.
I'm going to immediately climb up, see if I can catch anyone, to catch someone, whoever
Sure.
did it.
Just gonna try to climb
scale
up
the
to
building.
Okay. Do me a favor. Scale the building as you immediately climb out the window and start climbing it. I need a check from you. Where are you, my falcon friend? There you are. I think from you, I would like Earth Fitness, please. I would also accept, yeah. That looks like we get.
What's the TN for this?
2, just 2.
I'm gonna take the 2 regular successes, and would I get anything more if I eat more?
No, this is just kind of to climb.
Can I argue these opportunities to get there fast?
Potentially. Yeah, that'd be fine.
I'm gonna keep the 2 with 2 successes with no strife and the 2 opportunities with the strife.
Okay. So yeah, you climb up, and as you are up here, you look like you climb up to the kind of balcony above, and you reach the top here, and you see the door shut to the interior. You don't see anyone here, nor really any signs of anyone here.
Hold on, I got something for this.
Sure.
Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna use this. Searching for any hidden characters, dead objects, hidden rooms, whatever.
Sure. Okay. Theology air check, please. And then as you do so, I would like a theology void check immediately following it. I know we're going to potentially risk a lot of strife for you very early on.
Oh, I got it. Character at range. Okay, I'm gonna keep the 2 successes, one with strife. And then I'm going to use opportunity to reveal up to 1 magically concealed object per opportunity.
All right.
Yeah, and then you said theology void.
Mm-hmm.
Them's the rules.
All right.
The 2 successes, strife. And I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna use the opportunity to lower my strife.
All right. Then this is what you'll get. With your theology air check to reveal something hidden. It's less you find it's magically hidden, but you do see something physically hidden below you on the body of this individual. You see a paper that seems to be like in his tunic that you can see with this ability. Um, the piece of paper itself is just very, very like ever so faintly tainted.
Wait, I thought I was climbing up.
You were,
Oh,
but like
there's
as
just
you kind of
someone
look
up there?
around, no, there's no one up here as you reach the top, right?
Oh, okay.
You look around. The only thing that pings is actually below you.
That guy.
It is on the body.
Then I'll rush down and try to grab it.
Sure. So you're gonna try to rush down. That's
Yeah.
very fair. For everyone else, a scream awakens you. Higher pitched, and horrified. Most hear it in the castle. At least anyone by a window. Comes from outside, comes from the courtyard. What is your immediate reactions as you awaken for the day and just hear this? It's not long before you begin to hear movement, like just around in the castle.
I mean, I think Sheikah would immediately be decent before she leaves a room, but
Sure.
look around like to see if anybody has a clue what's going on.
Sure. Yeah, you kind of take a moment and prepare as best you can for like a quick morning and look around. No one seems to be stopping to talking. There's just general movement right now. People are coming out of the rooms to try and figure out what's going on. Some people are rushing down the hallway, more like lion soldiers. Yeah. Togashi, can you roll me a theology void check?
Okay. I stepped away to get food just now. Did I miss something here?
So the only thing that would have happened is you would have been awoken to the sound from outside of a scream, a higher pitched, horrified scream.
Okay. I mean, wow, that's not great.
That's pretty good. I disagree.
Is that 3 explosive successes?
It is.
Nice.
I guess I could take all 3.
That's
Yeah,
the rule. You have to.
Two are perfectly clear, and then one has a strife. So
Yeah, let's take. Yeah, let's take those 2 explosive successes and the 1 regular one. So, I think I would re-roll these 2. Is that right? I can do that.
So they're all 3 exploding.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I guess we'll re-roll all 3.
Roll 1 black and 2 white. So,
I re-roll 1 black.
Yeah, 1 black for the 1 ring that exploded, and then 2 for the 2 proficiencies that exploded.
Okay, so this is 1 black.
Whew.
Again, you have to. Don't stop.
Keith is right. I've never disagreed with Keith. I will take that opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll take these two.
All right.
That's an opportunity. Ah. Sure, we'll do one more. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
All right.
Yeah, we'll take that success.
That's a lot.
So you awaken, and immediately something feels off to you. This place has always been a void of like spiritual stuff. Like most of you have felt it, but you don't feel it right now. You feel something, and you kind of rush to the source of it. You rush to a window, and look out, kind of having to strain your head and look left. But you see two things. You see a small crowd beginning to form around a body. With your many successes, I will tell you, you do see your servant girl is near the body. Below, obviously at like courtyard level. But you see something else too, and I think this is what perhaps gives you your strife. You see a spirit rise from it, the body. And it looks like one of those, a more full spirit that you are not comfortable seeing, of course, but not the most terrifying thing. But you see it seem to twist and to morph and to break into something horrific looking, much like how the Ide girl looked before you cleansed that cave. You see some sort of monstrous looking spirit, and you see as it kind of seems to be trying to get its bearings, it almost looks like it is dragged, like it is pulled harshly westward, very fast, out of the castle walls, over, just like as far as your vision goes. You see this thing be pulled past the bridge and onward.
Can I like discern that? Could I like see if like something was pulling it? Like, because you said it looks like something's pulling it, but can I
Sure.
see if like something is pulling it, or like that's the creature's like own will, I guess, so to speak?
Yeah, sure. Roll me a sentiment void, I think, is what I want.
Sentiment void. Okay.
If you're trying to figure out its will,
Yeah. Let's do that.
I think is what I want.
Is that another strife?
Maybe. Yeah, that's an opportunity and an exploding success with strife.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
We'll meditate. We got to do some serious meditation after this.
Sure.
Yeah. Reroll one.
Do you want it?
Sure. Yeah, we'll take it.
All right.
We gotta meditate after this. I feel like all this stress makes sense.
One, whether it wants to go there or not, it's hard to say. It's going there with extreme force. With two opportunities, you do feel like something is pulling it. Something powerful is pulling it.
What do I, based on, like, I know Togashi doesn't like research a lot about spirits. He probably researched some, but it morphing like that, is that like a thing that happens a lot? I'd imagine I at least see.
I'm not gonna call for another roll just yet. So what I would say, spirits can be corrupted. It's not super duper common in like north of the wall of Rokugan.
Okay.
But it can happen. You know, tainted spirits definitely have some troubles.
Okay. And my last question, I guess, what would be to the west? What do I know that's to the west?
To the west is a number of things. It's the Baiting Pass, right? The area that's lion territory that separates the scorpion and lion territories.
Mhm.
Beyond that, even further, if you went all the way over the mountains, right, would be scorpion territory. That's pretty much what lies to the west.
So Scorpion territory. Do
Scorpion
I,
territory if you go very far, and Lion territory if you kind of go intermediate.
Okay. Um. Okay. I think with that, I'm gonna like slap something on, um, and just head downstairs. And just,
Sure.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you?
I think I would head downstairs as well.
Sure.
And get my armor. Get my armor on and head downstairs.
Yeah, you take the minute and put your armor on.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Hey, do I have a window out to the courtyard?
Yeah, we'll say yes if you want.
Um,
Most of the time, I do.
Okay. Definitely check out there first to see what's kind of going on.
Sure. You see a small crowd gather around a body. You see a young woman kind of sitting over it, crying, it looks like. Let me see. It takes a minute for you, but you can recognize the face of Arma.
Okay. Yeah, then I make haste to kind of put my clothes on. I kind of let Katie know. I kind of knock on the door and let Katie know that that's what's going on.
Sure.
I'll be right
And
back.
she'll start to get dressed as well, but you're already out the door.
As for
More. Mhm.
Serenity, been
yeah.
exercising earlier in the morning as he does try to get up with the sun.
Got it. That makes sense.
So upon hearing it, and then going out to the window to see what might be happening, if he also has a window out to the courtyard, he
Mhm.
not immediately rush out just by hearing the amount of footsteps outside of his door. So he'd just be caught in a bunch of confusion.
Got
But
it.
he's still sort of looking like at the event, but also looking around to see if there's any like out of place people. Not out of place like in that they don't belong in the castle, but out of places and they're watching with an expression that would not yield to this type of environment.
Got it. You guys begin to head out. And I think just kind of based on what your descriptions are.
Oh, Derek, I do have one question.
Yes,
What time does all this take place?
very early in the morning.
Okay. The only thing I'd change is I'm going to specifically go to all of our friendly samurai rooms to make sure that they're okay. I'm not gonna immediately head down to the.
You're gonna do a bit of a search, make sure
Yeah,
you guys are safe.
everyone's okay. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, you probably catch, because I had to stop to get dressed.
Yeah. You'll probably catch alongside Sheikah. And Kazuo. I think if there's danger, like immediately afoot, Kazuo
Oh,
stays
yeah,
near
Kazuo's
you.
like-
Sheikah. Yeah.
No.
He's much more bodyguard mode at the moment.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just woke up to this terrifying screaming. Do you know what's going on?
No, we were gonna go check it out. Where are the Kaitos and everybody else?
They're on the other side of the courtyard, but I can go check on them if you guys want to run down to the thing, or you can come with me to see if she's okay.
Yeah. Stop.
You'll probably catch UA before you catch Katie. UA, I imagine.
Toritaka with us on our side of the.
Togashi and Toritaka were near the two of you, yes. Like, he was a little bit farther away because Toritaka was, because he's not dragon. But, yeah. I would say just for ease, I think. You guys will arrive roughly at the same time down there. And And by that time, you will find a decent sized crowd has grown. You do see the younger girl that is indeed like the servant that serves you, Togashi, Arma Zentaro, seemingly weeping by this broken body. And right now the samurai, some are kind of close, like have their heads bowed in a small prayer. Some are talking to each other.
Can I
It's a
just
mixture.
do a general theology void on this?
Sure. With what being the goal?
To see if this person, the dead body, is tainted.
Sure.
What's the TN?
Tune for this probably is going to be 2, just based on the difficult, like how difficult I think this is going to be.
Yeah, I will take the 2 successes and the opportunity to do with as you please.
Sure. So, with the 2, yes, fairly so, and to the point where, like, some people will probably be a little nervous to be near the body. Though if they can't sense it, they wouldn't know to be. With the opportunity, you catch a few familiar faces in the crowd, I'll say. One that looks like they're arriving just not terribly long behind you. Kind of armored up at the moment. You see Asako Mai. You definitely spot Ikoma, the bard, is already here. For once, looking a little more serious than she normally does.
I will turn to Akihiro.
Mhm.
I think it's tainted. I mean, I'm sure that's fairly obvious, but it feels tainted to me. And I mean, I'll share that with Kaito, Yue, and Asako Mai as well, if they so choose to.
Sure. Yeah, you kind of do that. Kaito, you kind of beeline to Osako, who definitely seems to have, clocked the body, clocked the girl. She looks to you. Her face is pretty neutral at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Kaito. Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
You have something you need to say right now? I need to do something real quick.
Do you need help with it?
Maybe so.
Okay.
She will, she'll kind of look to you. Can you get the girl away? That's not a safe distance to be. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to convince her very well.
I can try.
Okay. You see, Asako kind of like, Shika, you're kind of, you go up to her, like, she's like beelining right now for the body now. Like, you see, like, Kaito kind of start to talk to her, and like she keeps walking as she's talking to you, but she's on a
Okay.
mission.
Yeah, I wouldn't get in the way of her because
Okay.
she's big skilly.
Okay.
But I think I would follow.
Sure. She gets up to the samurai, like the crowd of samurai, and she,
Derek, real quick.
Yes.
Just before.
yes.
this happens. I don't know how you want to follow this under the chronology of what's currently
What's up?
happening, but after Shika would have
Sure.
told me the body was tainted, I probably would have tried to theology sense it as well.
Okay, you can do that. Theology Void. Give it a try. Sure.
And one of you, and one of you, and
Very good.
one of you.
Why not? This is where this roll comes
Keep
in always.
fucking going. You said Sakuni. Okay.
You definitely do sense it as well. This body definitely has some sort of like full like taken hold of like corruption, like taint, disadvantage on his body. You don't think it's one of Earth with your successes, I'll say, because if it did, he probably would have came up as a zombie. But just something to note.
So it's something like mythological that killed him?
No. So when the taint takes hold of a body, it literally takes hold of one of your rings.
Mhm.
And for the Earth one, if it had been that, he probably would have got back up.
I
Just
see.
a little something extra that you get.
Would I know anything, I guess, more about this since I've experienced the taint before?
You've not seen like you've seen bits and pieces of it. You know, it affects people in different ways. Some psychologically, some physically. But it just depends on the person that it gets hold of.
Mhm.
But any like if it truly gets a hold of you, it doesn't go away. And it can, you know, I mean, if you like you yourself, like you had like I believe a bit of like that corrupted infection on you. I can't remember think of the term specifically right now, but like that was cleansed before it progressed to that.
Afflicted.
Afflicted, thank you. You were afflicted before, but you've not been fully ever like tainted.
Gotcha. With having like my sort of Monster Hunter experience and with like 6 successes, would that net me anything different or not really?
That's kind of just the information you get just like immediately, just like you can sense that it's tainted and that it's not this specifically. Just like physical things that you can pick up on as well.
Mhm.
I'll give you one more thing. You don't think it's his water ring either, because he's like any blood that's coming out looks normal, and it wouldn't if it was water. So, as you're kind of surveying the body as well, Asako kind of goes up to the crowd and says very loudly, "Everyone back away, you're not at a safe distance." And just kind of like, again, very neutrally makes eye contact with individuals until they back up. And for the most part, they do. No one has any reason to disbelieve that, except for the girl who is by her brother's side at the moment.
I think I'll walk up to her and say, "Please, just back up a little bit. Let her handle this."
You said he was safe.
He was. It's going to be okay. It's just. We'll talk about it later, okay?
And she,
Oh, no.
you
Oh no.
go ahead. I know what the intent is. Go ahead. It's gonna be a little harder. Go ahead and roll me a.
He just doesn't want her to get in trouble, basically.
I know. A courtesy Earth check for reason.
Courtesy Earth.
It's a bit harder DC here.
2 opportunity. Is that a strife with a success?
It is. I'll tell you one success isn't going to be enough if you want to do it, so you don't have to take that one success if you don't
Okay.
like.
Yeah. Okay.
You can take the opportunities if you like, though.
Sure.
Okay. One thing you can tell with 2 opportunities and being this up close, right? She, like, very quickly as like you were approaching, she took something off of the body and like hit it.
Wait, I thought I got there first.
You sensed it from above. Like you could like go down and
Oh.
like just sense like a ping, like a detect magic. Like there's something on that body. So
Could
you kind of went
could
running
I
down.
have seen that if I was heading to her? Since that's
I
where
have-
Asako with me.
I
mhm,
have keen sight, so it's literally my distinction.
mhm,
Vigilance of 3.
mhm.
Same.
Um.
Vigilance of 4.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Very-
I see everything. Up to
Very
4
good.
range bands away.
I
I don't know if that works.
I'll do this. If you want to try to roll a similar check to see it, I will allow it. For the other two, I'm gonna just roll like who are a little bit further away at the moment. I'm going to just roll kind of a stealthy check for her, and if it beats your vigilance, then you do not see this.
Okay.
One moment.
Fair.
Wait, give me a
But-
roll a check, or are we going by vigilance?
Actually, no. I should use the opportunities correctly. So I would say Togashi sees this. Everyone else, she has to beat your vigilance. One moment. That's the way I should do this. There's not bad. But trade's okay.
Damn it!
1, 2, 3, and 3.
Hey, hell yeah.
So Toritaka, I think you had 4.
Up 4, yeah.
Jesus Christ. And probably, probably what it is you also still have that ping slightly, and you sense its movement.
Yeah.
But otherwise, she's dang stealthy. So Togashi, Toritaka are the only two that clock this.
But I thought she got 3.
She did.
I have 3 vigilance.
You have 3.
Didn't beat it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought for some reason you had 2, but I'm looking at the wrong person. Okay, then yeah, you probably do clock that as well.
Wait, what?
Okay, who has 3? Who has 4?
I have 3.
Okay, you have 3.
Yes.
All right. Then the people at 3 or above do see this.
Okay.
All right. That helps me.
I'm sorry.
Fair.
Was reading
Yeah.
something and trying not to butt in, but then you said something about having 3 and seeing it. I'm like, wait, what?
So yeah. But you do not convince her to leave. Togashi, as she just shakes her head at you, and then kind of, I think she looks. She's angry. She looks back towards like Asako, and just says, "You ruined his life. You knew you
Oh,
accused
that's
him of this."
I will. I gotta move her now.
I-
With
Yeah,
that. UA will help Togashi with that. I will give you
I
that.
will move her. I don't want her to get her head chopped off.
Okay. For one of you can make me, because she's gonna fight it. She's lost all sense of decorum. A fitness, either fitness, earth, or fitness fire, and one person can help, the other person can help them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll the same for her.
Fire.
Yeah, I give you a skill die.
She's
Cool.
got.
So
she's
I just
got
changed-
fire.
So I just changed the bonus to 1 then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a
Oh,
lot
fuck
of
yeah.
successes.
That's pretty good. And only
Hot
one,
damn.
and the exploding success.
I don't think she's going to beat you. She's got no martial. She does have 3 fire.
Why did she? Wow.
She's both very like polite and very spitfire when needs to be. But no. You're a trained samurai. She's a peasant. And you she shouts pretty much most of the way.
That's fine.
But you two can kind of pull her away. Where are you trying to pull her?
Honestly, I think the best place is like inside, like away from the body. Just like that's where I would think. If UA has like a different idea, then
DM, do I think that is gonna burn this body right here in the courtyard?
When we send him an air.
fair question.
This.
It's the custom to burn a body.
But like, I'm wondering if they're like, he's tainted. I wonder if they're not gonna like give it a wake or something like that. I'm guessing I can't. It does a one beat the TN.
You get. I'll say this. You get the sense. It's
Make
her.
a skill die.
It's at least her eventual goal pretty soon. At this exact moment, maybe not, but like really soon. It's like she's like eyeing the crowd, and like you can see like she's assessing the potential threat of this thing.
Okay. I want to. I look at Togashi. I say, "I'll be right back. Just keep her here." And I will not subtly, kind of look where she put that paper. And I think she just says, "Keep an eye on her." I'll be right back. And then we will turn to her. I'll be right back. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, she. Arma's just shouting. She's strifed out. She's gone. And she's fighting you pretty hard, Togashi.
I will hold her.
Yeah.
Big strong
I
samurai.
run back out.
All right, sure. You do. Let me know if the rest of you guys are doing anything. By the way, I'm just gonna kind of keep moving with Asako and just jump in.
I think I'm with Asako. Maybe just
Okay.
like a foot or two behind her.
Sure.
I don't know how else to describe it, but I'm like basically kind of showing that my support for like everybody get away
Sure.
and let her do her thing.
Sure. She turns towards the body, and you see her begin to actually look like search it. Pretty quickly. You can tell she's doing it very lightly and very carefully. And
Can I use the keen sight to, watch her carefully and see
Sure.
if maybe she misses something?
Yeah, you can. I'll make a roll for her. Hold on. The two Morimotos. Well, actually, before I even fully qualify this, Toritaka, what are you doing right now as well?
Well, originally I got a ping on that.
That paper.
Yeah, so I'm gonna follow it,
Sure.
and she has it. Right?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna follow.
Sure. You find Togashi wrestling with her a little bit. He's winning pretty effectively, but there probably is a guard, Togashi, a lion guard or two, comes up to you like, "Do you need assistance?"
Nope, this is okay. This is
sure?
all right. I am fine. But thank you for your offering. Oh God, no, I'm okay.
Elbow to the face, like.
If anything, I will call for you.
They not. But they rush over to kind of the body side as well. Toritaka, you can stumble into the scene as well as you look. But for the moment, Asako is going to try to search this body here. Scholar.
Does he have any
Analyzed.
wounds other than the obvious from falling?
Hold on. Okay.
Damn it.
You she gets actually an extra skill die from you if you said you're helping. 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll take one opportunity. Yeah, you look and no additional wounds that you can see. Actually, hold on. Scratch marks at his wrists. Like they were itching.
Like he was itching like a bracelet or a cuff or just itching.
It's on both and like both just like scratching.
I'll point those out to her.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't touch those.
I'm not touching anything.
Okay,
I'm pointing them
just-
out to you.
Don't touch them.
I'm
making sure.
Sheikah is
Don't
not
touch 'em.
laughing. I am.
Sure. No, she's kind of just looking it over. Morimoto's, as you guys are kind of a little further back, you see another entourage coming this way. You see about 8 or 9 samurai, lion clan samurai. And at the head of them, you see 2 people.
Show me Kunimoto-san. I know he's
W-
there.
one of them is indeed Kunimoto-san.
Great.
It looks like this, of course.
Where is his face paint? The shameful Kuni.
It's hard for me to get characters with it.
The Onis are gonna find him without it.
It's true.
They're gonna reveal their secret identity.
And
Back, I need to use the restroom. Did I miss
Oh,
anything
good.
I needed to do?
you and the other Morimoto just now noticed about 8 or 9 samurai making their way this direction. Lion Clan samurai. The other one you don't really know the name of yet. I'll just mark him as Daigo loyalist. This guy,
Jesus Christ.
who is really freaking tall, and has
Hi.
like a big Nodachi type weapon.
Culture.
And culture.
Mhm.
And they are making their way towards this scene pretty quickly. Um,
And his Ren makes eyes towards
Morimoto.
his Morimoto brethren, sister. Should we interpose, or what do you want to do?
These are the aliens. We'll wait and see what they're here to do, but I assume that they'd be here to try to keep order at the place.
And let them be.
Yeah, but they get.
So I was gonna, while they're walking by, just for my own character's sanity, he's gonna deactivate Earth Needs No Eyes, just so he knows any other individuals walking by. then
Sure.
And just be more vigilant in the eyes of everyone else. I'm gonna roll that meditation first check right quick. Oh, it's already on there. Look at me being astute.
Very good.
So I'll just take the regular success of the other success. And let's try.
So what all does that do for you? Just one more time. That ability.
Oh, I'll post it.
Yes, please.
Basically,
I think I know, but
yeah.
it helps you detect like hidden people.
But
Okay.
I didn't get the burst effect, fortunately. But I can see vibrations through the earth and see a number of ranged bands in all directions equal to my earth ring, which is 2.
2.
And my vigilance is increased by 2, so my vigilance is 5.
Got it. You do sense a few people in some of the actual castle, like behind some of the windows, kind of not immediately in view. Just something to note.
Okay.
Kaito, you kind of get back as well, right, as this group is arriving. I'll say this, Shika, like even when you spot like these people, like the crowd parting to see these people, Asako doesn't immediately see them right now.
I warn her.
Mhm.
I'm just like, Kunimoto-san is approaching.
Oh, he was in the group?
He is. Yeah, you stepped away. He's
Yeah,
leading
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's why Rin said, "Do you want to interpose?"
Okay. Yeah, I thought I just heard the cops was rolling in. I was like, all right.
I mean,
bet,
you're
let
not
the cops
wrong.
do
You're
their
not
shit.
wrong.
He's
It's
kind of
just-
like the cops if you think about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
would agree.
He's
okay.
he
This
moves in.
makes-
And as you say this, you see her kind of look up. Her eyes are flat, but she smiles and nods to you for a minute and spins around and turns to look at the group. And as she does, Kunimoto-san kind of addresses the crowd around.
Derek, real quick.
Yes.
Could I sense Kunimoto-san?
Yeah, sure.
Like a Aldi sense? I just want to see if any
same avoid.
part of the taint matches
Sure.
him.
You can try.
Ooh. I'm gonna take one of them. Oh, damn. I got a 1 success and an opportunity.
Okay.
Well, technically
Two.
two opportunities.
Okay. You sense nothing on him. He seems like squeaky clean. I'll say this with 2 opportunities. The weird, like the Nadachi on the back of the man to his right, this guy, feels a little weird. Just something like just doesn't feel
The
right.
Daigo loyalist feels weird.
Yeah, that you don't know his name, so yeah, that's kind of what I called him. But yeah,
The sword or actually him?
the sword
Okay.
is what you get. But Kunimoto-san actually addresses the crowd. I would kindly request that you all disperse. This is not a safe place to be. My body appears to be tainted. And he kind of like looks at some of the lion guards. Prepare to transport it. We need to get it out of here. And
Shouldn't we cleanse it first so that the family can have a proper cremation?
that thing is unfortunately not just afflicted, it is tainted. It needs to be burned.
Is it? Is it tainted or is it afflicted when I sense
It is tainted. It is tainted. He is correct.
Okay.
But Asako will kind of speak up and say, I'm afraid I'm not done investigating it right now, but I will be sure to do so as soon as it is ready. Lord Daigo asked that I keep things calm in his stead, and unfortunately, this has happened, and I will need to take a look at it myself. And she, again, kind of just holds his gaze. You can do so after I'm done. This isn't really
Our
the place for
investigation will be
discussion.
quick.
And again, he kind of speaks up and says, it perhaps can continue at a different location. It can't continue here. We will remove it and you can inspect it somewhere else.
Oh, we can come with you while you escort the body. Excellent. I'm very pleased.
If you like.
Like, is the sense of the situation like this is gonna happen, or there's gonna be a fight?
Roll me a sentiment air.
What's the TN?
I'll give you this. The more that you get, then the more people I'll tell you their feelings on this matter.
3.
Oh, I'm gonna do all 3. Stop.
3.
Alright. I'm gonna take all of the exploding successes and all of this strife. So 2,
Sure.
Oh no.
Unless you
Do
want.
it again!
It's the
Do
rules,
it again!
Bonnie.
Do
Cannot,
it again.
Oh no. Okay.
cannot.
You
have
can
to keep
remove some
going.
of the strife.
Yeah. That's gonna
Alright.
be needful. So we've
I
got
got you.
3, 5, 6 successes. I'm gonna give myself some not strife so that I'm not strifed out.
Cool.
Actually, I'm at 8 of 10, so.
Honestly, this is probably fair because I think you get a lot of strife because you said a few things. From Kuni's perspective, yes, he's going to move this body now. From Asaka's perspective, you get he's not moving this body now. From the guy next to Kuni, you get he brought me here to help him move this body, as well as the other guards. And you don't sense anyone about to budge on this.
Okay, yeah, I go through with the, oh, then we can accompany you with the body to continue our investigation. Right? And I smile.
If you so prefer, I certainly don't mind.
I
I'm
look
not
at
trying to-
Yeah, I look
Mhm.
at Kato and I look at Asaka like, please, for the love of the kami.
Maybe his sister. May she see him one last time?
Of course.
Is the peanut gallery still here?
Some are dispersing, but like slowly.
Yep. I guess Yue will kind of delegate and just be like, can you guys get most of these people out of here? I'll go get her.
Can I call upon any of my friends that are NPCs to like, hey, could you make them all leave? Like, is
Who would you ask?
Soshi here?
Yeah, so she's here. Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, he's a smart man. I kind of give him like a, can you please, so that we can finish this.
I think you see him kind of tilt his head for a minute, and he looks at the lion guards and Asako and just like the whole situation. He's like, of course. And yeah, he'll try to start moving people along. Sensing this is getting really kind of tense.
I go run back to
You
Tagashi.
run back. Yeah. Togashi, at this point, she's a little tired.
Sure. That's
That should.
She still kind of jerks. She still kind of jerks occasionally. But it's over.
yeah. I let her let out all her frustrations. I kind of hold a hand. I still hold her hand. And
I don't know at the moment she takes that. Like she's
it's like it's a combination of like restraint and also like
sure.
he's restraint is part of it. I will say that.
Sure. Okay. I'll say this. She said enough shit to you during like this like little interval. You probably could have her killed if you wanted. If you were that type of person. Like she said enough disrespectful shit to you.
That's okay. That's totally fine. I get it. You know, I would curse out the nearest person if my family member died.
Mm-hmm. Like along the lines of she calls you like a liar, you promised and failed, like just anything she can think to just yell at you.
That's fine. We have parents for that too. Anyway, I think the main thing I say is I try to like, because Togashi genuinely feels upset for her.
Sure.
He just says, "I'm so sorry." He doesn't have like too much he can say to her,
Sure.
and he knows it. He's aware. But he just tries to like hold as much empathy to her situation as he possibly can.
Sure. What about you, Toritaka, as you're kind of watching this scene and probably keeping eyes on things going out over that way? You catch Kaito running your guys' way. What do you do? Toritaka. Yeah. Perhaps nothing. Perhaps he is quiet for the moment.
Keithicus, you're muted.
It's all right. He may have stopped trying to get food himself. Actually, yeah, he put BRB in the chat. I'm blind as a bat. But yeah, you run over Kaito to kind of see this scene. You see her just looking exhausted.
Now we're out of sight, right?
A little bit, yes. You're out of the courtyard area. They brought her just inside. Probably didn't get her too far, but you got her out of immediate vision.
Okay, good. I kind of want to, in like a whisper, I want to say, this is a lot. What you took from the body? What you took from the body, you need to give the Toritaka right now. We can, once we figure out what it is, if it's not tainted, you can have it back. But Kuni can't know that you had it on you. Do you understand?
Roll me. You're also trying to reason with her a little bit.
Yep.
I would like
Okay.
either command reason or courtesy reason. I'd allow either.
Is he talking to the servant girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could I give her an extra die, saying like, you need to listen to her.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
Even though she's ticked at you a lot.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll take the one with the opportunity and exploding.
All right.
Go ahead and explode.
Explode.
Yeah, I'll take the second opportunity as well. With the
All
strike.
right.
I hope that's enough. I hope that's
Yes.
enough to kind of okay.
You can tell she's not happy with anyone right now, right? So she glares at you a little bit, but we'll kind of grab it roughly and shove it towards Toritaka, and you see a kind of folded paper. You see some feminine handwriting on it. Also, with the opportunities, just she's got it folded completely. You see feminine handwriting and a drawing, of some sort inside. And she looks at Toritaka, even though he's not here right now, and just says, "Don't lose that. That's mine."
Kaito, like
Yeah.
if she starts to raise her voice, it's just quiet
Sure.
down.
Yeah.
They're listening.
The walls have
Sure.
ears.
Togashi, you can go take her out. I'll come with you.
Okay, I will take her. I don't think I say a lot to her.
Are there tumbleweeds in the courtyard right now?
A little bit. Sako, just as you guys are waiting, and she just kind of looks back at Kuni. I respect how you were able to gather so many guards so quickly. And he nod. I've tried to be ready for all things. And not just specific things.
Question.
Yeah,
How fucked up is the scene right now?
a little fucked.
Okay. So, again, relying on my distinction of keen sight, can I try and memorize the scene around the body, discounting things that are obviously the people who came to look at the body after it
Sure.
dropped?
Sure, what are you trying to figure out?
Just anything that may come in handy later for the investigation. I don't footprints, obviously not, but dirt that is in a weird pattern for some reason, or But
Sure.
like if it's like footprints, I'm not sure that she would care because that's obviously from something afterwards, or maybe you know,
Sure.
how the water is pooling, if it's weird, if anything else feels off about this area. Because I don't know about the balcony yet. So,
No.
I mean, I
Yeah,
could look
and it,
up, but I can't really
yeah,
go there right
sure.
now.
No, I mean, from like your perspective, I think it really looks like someone like either was pushed or jumped off this ledge. Like, right, the scene below looks as it should for that. Not a pretty scene by any means, but
Did he land on his front or his back?
his front.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I could be more in detail, but no need. It's pretty gruesome, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I think.
Do the
I mean, you know,
scratches around his wrist look like cuff marks or actual, like he was scratching at something?
the latter.
Okay.
The latter.
Cool, cool, cool.
And no, yeah, it's a lot of like Asako kind of trading barbs with Kuni while you're waiting.
The politest barbs ever.
Kuni's actually doing pretty good at being polite. Asako's not doing too good about it.
I will try to help her settle down a little bit. I know that that's probably not going to happen, but I'm mediating to keep a fight from happening.
Sure. And you come back out, Kaito, and Togashi, and you bring Arima Zentara with you, who I think kind of kneels by her brother. And again, the anger kind of just turns more to grief.
What is Kuni Motozan's reaction to that? Is it satisfaction? Is there amusement?
There's a tilt of his head and a look of empathy.
Interesting. Like
Which,
real
like-
empathy or
Sentiment air.
what's it, Tian?
Probably kind of hard. Hold on. Hold on.
I mean,
one
we're gonna
moment.
take the 3 clean successes.
Yeah, I gotta find Kuni Motozan's stupid sheet.
And this
Yeah.
is also the opportunity. You can remove some more.
Hold on.
Oh, it's not his best check, but it's a pretty good one still. Why? That's literally not it.
Come
all right,
on.
hold on.
You can't let me
So-
have this, Derek.
No, I'm sorry. He has a 4 in air, not 1. Hold on. Got 3 more to roll.
Keep 1 dice.
No!
What the fuck?
All right, that's
Wow.
cheating.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that to reduce some strife.
Sure. I don't think Asako can pick it up either, but I think the fact that, man, Asako, whether she believes or not, feels in her heart that he's lying.
Yeah, I mean,
and-
I don't
and
trust it either, just because I know
Sure.
what he is.
It looks
but-
real. It looks like real, like someone's having a really sad time, and I sympathize. And it makes Asako twitch. Like she's holding it together, like really barely.
Yeah.
Does anything seem off about these guys, Derek? Even like slight things, like something that's out of place or not like correct on their armor, or a little bit of blood somewhere, or anything like that?
Nothing so obvious. What exactly are you checking? Just like armor, or
Yeah, like if their armor's like, because I feel like most people in this place, like everything is always kind of put together. It's in the place
sure.
it's supposed to be. Like, Is anything kind of like off to the side, not put on properly, or like broken, or bloodied,
no,
or?
no, they look like professional lion. I will say that they look like professional lion. It doesn't feel like these are just random like hired people that he's got.
And then like more like off with the armor in case any of these people are somehow like, you know, put not like Kuni Motozan made them, you know, do something or whatever. Like would they have is there any like sort of marking showing that they were in like a scuffle or
No, nothing like that. I don't think. Nothing like that. I don't think. They look normal. They look like soldiers that he just gathered.
Mhm.
The only one that looks like different from the rest is like the big one. Just because he's big. But you bring her back by. She says some words, and she stands up. And her face is kind of more stony now than it was before. But from you to Kuni to whoever, she sees the scene and she doesn't like anyone. And
Can I, under my breath, ask Kato if I think I should take her back to the village. You two can manage this, right?
I think so.
Okay. I will offer to take her home, to escort her home, if she's amenable to that.
Yeah, she's back to. I think she's back to Stoneface, and she will say, "That is fine. Can I have my brother back after this is over?" And Kuni, I think it's probably Kuni who speaks up and says, "After the investigation, we will probably need to burn the body, as we do with all, but as quickly as possible."
Can you at least give her and her family warning to get to the castle?
I will try to pass that along to you. Says kind of, again, in sympathy to her. I'll make sure you know, Asako says. Again, just still staring at Kuni.
Okay. I think I want to get her away from Kuni as fast as possible right now.
Sure.
So I will usher her away and take her back to the village.
All right.
Because I think her father deserves somebody to tell him in person.
Yeah. And she, yeah, as dignified as she can, gets up and will begin leaving.
I'm assuming my boy is Kazuo is coming with us.
Yeah, he is. He stayed pretty close to you during this, just for safety. He also looked like maybe there's going to be a fight for a second. He wasn't sure what to do. Like Orko, he's going to have to start like spearing.
I'll nod at Akihira as we leave and kind of glance at our friends to make sure she stays with them.
Mm-hmm. And like as this, they leave, and Kuni kind of motions to a few of the soldiers to begin getting the body. Honestly, no, it wouldn't be the soldiers. He probably would have brought a few like of the lower end like citizens who actually can deal with corpses like honorably. He would have brought them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Storyteller.
yes.
Now that Yue is not running around, can I do a theology void?
Yeah. What are you trying to sense?
I want to sense kind of corrupt. I want to sense corruption in the area.
Sure.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty hot.
3 3 exploding, the one success without strife, I will take. Let me go ahead. Put strife in there. 2 of those. Okay. Very good. Okay, so 5 successes, 2 opportunities.
Okay. A few things. You of course sense the body, right? You sense that it is indeed fully tainted. Your scar hurts a little bit, just like from Kuni's presence. Not like a full, not like as strong as it did that first time you sensed him, but it hurts a little. And yeah, with 5, you feel like there is something wrong with that blade that the guard captain has. Potentially wrong with him too. I would say with 5, you get he's maybe got something going on as well. Hard to really confirm him, I think, but at least his weapon you feel is not right. And yeah, 1 second, my headset just died. I'm coming back.
Shit. You got it.
All right, I am back.
Okay. Have I seen this guy before?
No, I don't think you have. I mean, you may have from a distance vaguely seen him once or twice. I don't know that you know who he is.
Okay.
But
I take note of that.
if you two would like to accompany me, we can perhaps all get to the bottom of this together. And he lifts the body. Well, he doesn't, but the people do, and they begin kind of marching back towards the castle, although going for a side entrance.
Yeah, Kaido would. Where are the Morimotos right now?
Right now, I believe they've been watching this. What they do now is up to them.
Probably somewhere behind Asakomai.
Okay.
Probably
Around
close.
the area of Kunimoto-zan.
Sure.
Probably walking like pretty much next to Asako.
If the 2 Morimotos are going with Asako, Kaido might break off for the moment. Probably
Okay.
to go. She would probably go meet back up with Toritaka.
That's me.
That's you. Did you see my note in the chat?
I'm
The
looking
girl-
for it, if that counts.
The girl that you kind of were following, she gave you the note before she went back out. So not willingly, but she gave it. So
I asked her
yeah.
to very politely and told her the Kuni might kill her if she finds her with it. So
So
Am
yeah,
I-
you
is,
have it.
is that the one set of footprint found right under the body?
no. So you know
It was the
the
thing
you
you
know the
pinged.
thing that you were pinging.
Sorry?
You know that you know the thing you were pinging, like your senses were going crazy.
Yeah.
'cause
She gave you that.
She gave you it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Amazing.
so
I'm so good
yeah.
at my job, guys.
you're
So
so
good.
good at
I
it.
don't. I'm so good. I don't have to be here. Awesome.
But Kaito will go meet back up with Toritaka.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Kuni, I think, looks a little inquisitively as you go, but Asako will kind of stay. Kaito has other things to attend to. I can handle you. Sorry.
Huh?
And he stares for a moment, and then
Yeah, I mean, Kaito would say, if excuse me.
sure.
No.
Yeah.
Derek, could I sense Kuni Motozan's look at UA?
Sure. Send him in there.
I don't know why I even asked for this.
You're just getting free strife. Free strife for
Do
you.
it! Roll
Do
the
it,
dice.
do it, do it.
2
Hey!
for strife.
Hit all
Give
the
a shit.
rough-
It's a
Alright,
very
let's-
stressful situation. I'm not surprised we're getting a lot of strife.
Hold on.
What is Renoi doing?
I don't want to get any more strife, please.
You
Now everyone's
You don't
super
have to
stressed.
roll.
I'm
You
trying
have
to avoid it as much as possible.
Oh, what's
I-
Tagashi doing? Where's Tagashi going?
It's still only rolling one die.
I'm pretty sure I'm still trying to comfort the servant girl.
No,
you-
No.
I'm taking her back to the village,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna.
It's up to you what
I
you want to
mean,
be
you
doing
could-
after that.
You could always accompany Sheikah too.
Yeah, you can come with, or you
Yeah.
could, help Asako, or you could.
Damn!
I hate
stop
this
it.
man so fucking much.
Goddamn, Kuni.
What you get from Kuni Motozan Morimoto is that he's concerned that she chose to leave instead of go for the investigation, but he respects her decision. You get nothing off this guy. He's cold. He's hard to read. But yeah. You
Kevin, that was really actually very good.
Thank you.
so,
Good.
I'm gonna give you
Tony.
kudos on that one.
um
Thank you. Thank you.
but who's following Asako and Kuni and his guards? Just so I have final.
Where did the guard say they were going?
They're taking the body. They're taking the body so that Kuni and Asako can investigate it.
Hmm. Who of our group is going with them?
That'll be me.
Morimoto.
What is Rin doing?
Rin is going with the Sako.
Also Morimoto.
Moribito.
The two Morimotos are going.
I guess if the two Morimotos
the
are going,
ball.
it's fine. That's a good pair. Yeah, I'll go with Chica to take our servant girl home.
Sounds good. So, to speed through some of Asako's stuff for you guys, just so you guys can hear it, and then we can move past it because it's not going to be super important to what the rest of you are doing for immediately. You guys begin heading to the castle. You are found kind of quickly by Fumitaka, Daidoji, and some of his guards, who come a little bit later. Question what exactly happened. Kuni kind of lets them know what occurred. Asako offers her 2 cents every once in a while, and there's some rough debate over who should handle the body. But since Asako's going with Kuni to deal with it, Fumitaka doesn't press the issue.
Derek, does it seem that because Kuni and his team got there marginally quicker than any of the other guards, that he maybe had known this was going to happen?
Tactics fire. That's what I want.
Let's go.
Fucking get
Can I
it,
also-
Morimoto.
You.
Can I also make a roll regarding this? Because
What is happening?
if you like.
Morimoto!
Do you have any advantages?
I mean, those are still like think about it, those are 4 decent die still.
Yeah, because the first thing
Explode it.
anyone of them did, without like any clarification or anyone
Sure.
telling them,
Sure,
was saying that the body was tainted.
sure.
Okay, so you said tactics fire. You said
Yeah.
What's the TN?
For this, probably not super duper high. Probably 2 will probably do. 2 will probably do. Because this is like gonna be in my head a little more theory, less overwhelmed, more theory. Morimoto, Ren, are you taking it as well?
Yep.
Alright.
Let me roll this.
See what you get.
An opportunity. Okay.
So I'll say this: it probably would have been a debate over whose forces should have taken the body, Daigo's or Fumitaka's, but Daigo's got there first, and that feels important. That feels, at the very least, that he was ready for something like that to happen.
Mhm.
If not,
Daigo is
then-
in Kunimoto's-on?
Yeah, like probably Kuni was could have been planning for it, in the sense that it was either Daigo's men could take it or Fumitaka's men could take it, and Kuni and Daigo's men got there first by a good bit.
I was talking more, I guess, Kuni and his men that showed up originally.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha. Those are one and the same then.
Yes, the men with Kuni are Daigo's men.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure on the clarity of who was who.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
For a second,
No,
I
absolutely.
thought you were talking about there's another group that like Daigo had sent.
No.
Mhm.
But yeah, they will inspect the body. They'll come to the conclusion, yeah, it's clearly tainted by something. I think you guys see a little bit of like the this is like the closest that Sako gets to like politically like jabbing somebody, in the sense that she says things along the lines of like, we should definitely start with those people that he was associated with first. Do you know who like he was the servant of? And like stuff like that. Like she rides a line. Like she's pretty neutral, but like you sense anger. You sense her like an inch away from, like, if he says something too much, like she might go for it. But he keeps pretty calm the whole time, and nothing does occur on that front. There really isn't too much more that they can get off the body, aside from that it is clearly tainted. It has been around something that is tainted. And the source of it is not immediately available on the body and hard to prove. The marks on the wrist definitely kind of point to some of those corruption signs that they have. Yeah, it's not really that productive. The thing that occurs at the end is who is going to keep the body, or keep it until it is burned. And they get a bit heated about that as well. Let me see who ends up winning the argument overall, because Asako has the ability to maybe call on Fumitaka for this, but Kuni's got a lot of advantages just overall in like his position. This will be a bit of a social.
Can
Her
the
fire-
Morimotos help her?
If you guys want to.
Sure.
So yeah, she's basically making the argument that like it should probably stay somewhere that I can monitor it, so that I can burn it at a moment's notice if needed. If anything, if it does reanimate, I know you have other duties that you need to attend to. You're very, very important, and this is sort of all I have to do right now. Track tainted things, and it's rough. But if you'd like, you can. I'll give her some die, which she will appreciate. He's gonna have to basically defend. She's gonna have to attack, defending his position. Her attacking it. So Earth for him. Social check. Their social's the same. So that will.
Well, that finally
Not-
rolled right.
He
Kinda.
did not. No, it didn't. But I just gave up on trying. Social. Fire.
That's a lot of opportunity.
It is a lot of opportunity. I'll roll his one, see if he can somehow beat 3, but He can't.
Asako knows her business, okay?
I think he makes it's more of a tactical thing. If he really pressed the issue, he probably would win, but he gets the sense she might cause a scene now. And I think with the opportunities he gets that he will spend, he definitely clocks your probably the two of your like apprehension of him, and like you're clearly more than just like bodyguarding Asako. You're on more team Asako. And so he doesn't press it. He seems satisfied that it's fine. So she will have some people come and claim this body and take it somewhere else until they can burn it. Which she will insist that that's going to be done pretty quickly.
Yeah.
She thanks you two for your company. She wasn't sure if that was going to turn into a fight, but felt a lot more confident that if it did, she might win because you were there. In fact, she probably says something along the lines of like, because you were there, I would seriously debated doing it more. So
you always make me regret my decisions. But I'm glad that we didn't involve you in a fight. Is there a check I can make to see which ring might have been the one tainted?
corrupted?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you'd like.
I would very much like.
So I would like a theology void check from you as well.
Theology void. Okay. Oh well, gotta do it. Gotta do it, you know. Who knows? Oh, okay.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. Suffering,
pain.
I'll just use this to opportunity. Get that down.
Are we going back to the investigation room then?
Maybe. I probably will keep an eye on the body for a while. I don't want him to take it. So, if you two want to go meet up with Kaito, make sure she's okay. I'm not sure exactly what she went to do, but I think it was important.
Right. Oh, I'll be dropping by to make sure that you aren't in dire straits later.
I appreciate that. And yeah, you guys can kind of leave her to. You see, she kind of takes up a position not terribly away from the body and just kind of just stares at it. And the rest of you,
Curiosity.
yeah, yes.
Is she in a way trying to make sure that like we're not around here in like a weird way, or is this just like a
Romy send Manere. One success. Without sensing motivations in any way. Yeah, she kind of doesn't want the two of you here with the body right now. For whatever reason. She wants to be alone with it. For whatever reason.
I think maybe I'd pressed her and say that in case Kunimoto-san tries to come back, I'd like to stay if at all possible.
If you like, I suppose. That's fine. She doesn't argue the point.
I have studied some theology myself if you ever need anything, but I'll try to stay out of your hair.
You're all right. I'm just standing guard. Um. Yeah, she. I don't think she says anything like at the beginning of that. She just passively just stares at it. Not like in an unblinking way. Just you feel like she's very focused, contemplative. And for Kaito and Toritaka,
Yes.
I know Kaito went over to Toritaka, who has the
Mhm.
folded paper, by the way, still. And we go to that scene for a moment.
Would Toritaka have looked at the paper?
I don't know. Would Toritaka have opened the paper and looked at it yet?
You know what? Yeah. Time is of essence.
All right. You open it.
I die.
No. Your gut.
Snakes.
Something sinks in your gut, though, Toritaka, as you see a black gate
Oh no.
immediately drawn on this paper and a tower in the distance on it. And there's writing, as it is over on the side of this page. There's kind of feminine writing in the just down it like a letter. And it basically says, because for some reason I didn't think to write this letter. My lord, I just wish to report the success of our seedling from, what would she say? Our seedling from my home forest in your territory. It has begun to bear fruit, and as long as we maintain it and water it, it will continue to, what would she say? It will continue to guide our path forward and provide us some shade. I would request that your gardeners have some discretion and not try to take any cuttings for themselves. This is the most important tree to my family, of a most important forest. And though I value our friendship greatly, I would not see it thrown away for a silly mistake. Your very best wishes, your closest confidant. The page is tainted. And it's old. It's very old.
Does it feel cursed?
It feels tainted. Like something, either something tainted wrote it or something tainted held it, or, something along those lines. Something tainted had it.
Huh. Okay. Whenever Kaido comes or arrives, I'll relay relay what I heard or read.
Yeah, she'll look at it. Toritaka, I don't know how much time we have. Would you come with me to talk to Narumi?
Yeah, there's some. Need to ask her about something as well that's on that piece of paper.
Okay,
I would recommend we not hold on to it too long as did.
No, this needs to be burned, but I think she needs to see it. I think we need to show our hand.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay. We go to find Narumi.
Sure.
We ball.
We ball.
You go to find Narumi. You find her kind of on that upper floor. You don't find her, you find her guards. And a servant who comes to greet you, a samurai servant though, who just asks, may I know what has you so urgently up here? If it's to relay the news, I assure you Lady Narumi has heard, and we'll be talking to both Daigo and Fumitaka very shortly about what has occurred.
It is of other matters, but it pertains to that. This is urgent.
And she will kind of go in. And after 2-3 minutes, comes back out. Lady Narumi will see the two of you.
I guess we should be calling her Matsu.
Yeah, Lady Matsu. Yeah. God,
Yeah.
Narumi sounds like the last name. It's
we
very...
retcon that.
Yeah,
but
Lady Matsu.
Narumi's such a nice name. It's such a
It
pretty
is. I like Narumi. But yeah, Matsu. You guys.
all of it. All of my honor.
All the honor's gone.
You got
You guys-
honor.
You guys enter. You can see she's currently sitting at a desk, reading what looks to be like probably a scroll of some kind, before setting it down. Lady Kaito, Lord Toritaka. I don't
Lady
believe we have.
Matsu. Bowed very deeply.
Yeah. Sure. She gives you a brief nod and again looks at you, Toritaka. I don't think we've ever talked. I've seen you around the castle, though. I've never actually met a falcon myself. It is a pleasure to do so.
Sorry, pleasure is mine. It's just me and my clan aren't really used to being such a big place. So, if any, I was.
I completely understand, and no offense has been taken in any way. It's very interesting, Toritaka. She looks maybe like year or two, maybe older than UA, maybe, but she's got like an anger. She honestly, I think that's the best thing I could put. She just has like it feels like a barely concealed anger at all times, and intensity. May I first offer my humble apologies for the issues that have been plaguing this castle and the Matsu family as of late. It is not normal, and I would hate for that to be your impression of us.
UA in her head says, "Funny you should say that."
Sure.
It's we actually have a lot. This is urgent. I appreciate everything so far, but I believe the reason why Toritaka and I are here should come to light. I have to apologize. We haven't been completely forthcoming with you.
It was more the fact that we didn't have a lot of at the time. We wanted to make it clear about what we had.
You see her sit up straighter. I tend to believe there's no time like the current moment to press forward, so.
So we were brought in by Tomo Kento to investigate supernatural happenings that have been going around this area.
I see.
And we have reason to believe there's a lot of it going on. And then, but first, something important. I believe the duel between Matsu Fumitaka and Kikita Jubei should be paused, and I will get to that reason in a moment, but this is something that I strongly believe in. And then she goes into it.
Sure.
she's gonna info dump about what they found in the falls, or what I think what she does is, she talks about the trip to Falls Blessing, everything she saw there. I don't think unless Toritaka gives her the go ahead, I don't think she mentions Cooney, but rather says, there was, there were two people there. Or, the fisherman said that there were two people there. And we are looking for the other person.
Out of curiosity, do you mention the unicorn, the ghost?
I believe that's Toritaka.
Probably not. If we're
Okay.
gonna leave the stuff out about Goonies, like which one we're talking about, we're gonna leave. I think it'd be better to leave out Ghost Girl for now.
All right.
I will ask if Toritaka. I should ask beforehand. So the black gate that is on Toritaka's paper, was that the same one that was in the cave in Falls Blessing?
No.
Okay.
I will say though, for Kaido,
Mhm.
he, as soon as he opened up the note and saw that black gate, there was an actual a physical reaction from Toritaka when he saw that. He just hasn't said anything
Sure.
yet.
She'll take note of that.
Yeah.
We'll put a pin in that one. We'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the last thing, do you show her the note?
I think we should. I think this is...
Yeah, because
I
Okay.
think what she does... So, what Kaido does is she never names Cooney, but she will say, this servant who, if, Narumi looks it up or, knows, asks around, she can find out that's Cooney's servant. It came out, I'm guessing he came out of Cooney's window or off of Cooney's balcony or something along those lines.
Mhm.
I'm leaving her enough clues without actually saying that it's him.
Sure.
And I think the most she says is kind of in conclusion, before the duel goes off, or before the duel happens, I do believe that we should hear the testimony of Kuni Mayuka, who is the only other person there and who could tell us what had happened. And maybe he can give us some insight to why all of this is going on.
One last point for my clarity. Do you bring Kuni, Mayuka, but not Motozan specifically investigating that cave?
So she says that there's two.
yeah.
And I think so Kaido will never name him,
Okay.
but he will leave enough hints that honestly,
There's
The
only
when-
fact,
there's,
that,
there's,
the
know,
fact
if
she's
she-
omitting it.
If
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
doesn't
Certain-
get it, then she's
Yeah.
just not paying attention, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for?
yeah.
All right, hold on.
I never accuse him. I never do anything like that. But I do.
I make
you know,
several
say
checks
enough-
for her. Hold on. Earthfire for the note. I'm sorry, not Earthfire. Earth Scholar for the note. Well, Hershey
Of course,
worked
we tell her
correctly.
don't touch the note. That's
Okay.
incredibly,
Oh my god.
incredibly bad. We need to burn it.
Wow. Wow.
Nothing.
Can we give her like a skill,
Skill
dice?
dice?
If it
Uh,
works, we're going over and
wait.
explaining it to her.
Do I even have one? Probably not.
Sure.
You have
do-
something in Scholar, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's got theology. He's got theology. This
Oh,
would be a theology
yeah.
check, I think.
Yeah, I'll give her.
Give her
Die.
two skill die.
All right.
Lord.
So we'll see
Weird.
this. This is for one
Please.
thing. Okay. So that thing she doesn't. That thing she doesn't get. Let me try for this. Again, another. I think it's another scholar. So, we'll hope she does better on try 2. Um. Okay. A little better. She's having some rough rolls, man.
Can we help her with that?
I'll allow you. You guys can help her. She's got one more check to make.
Which one was this for?
This one is specifically for, I would say, recognizing the drawing.
Okay.
And then she's got one more to make. In regards to the cave. But that's going to be more theorizing. That's going to be a fire check, and it's not as good for her. So, would you like to save now, or I mean, it's still like it's one worse for her, but you guys can help one more time. Is it this
I
one
want
or
to
the
help.
next?
I want to help with this one she just did.
What about you, Toritaka?
I will also.
All right. 2 more opportunities.
Dude, she sucks.
She's having
Yeah.
a time.
Oh man, it's been a morning for her.
Okay. So she will get a little bit there, but not everything. And then for the cave, this would be a weird mix if she gets this one but not the other two, because it'll be like she's getting parts of it. Hold on. So, fire. That's a little better.
No, that's a lot better. Explode that shit.
Yeah.
All right.
What an opportunity.
Jesus.
Alright.
She got this, right? She definitely got this.
She got that one.
Yes.
Of fucking course.
Interesting. So she doesn't get that. Hold on. Let me think what that means. Didn't get that. Didn't get that. Does recognize that. What doesn't know what that means.
But just
But she also
man,
admires
yeah, okay.
Kato.
So she's sitting there, and you see her like she's thinking. When she's thinking, she looks angry. She looks so mad, and she's just sitting there, like hands like below her nose, and eventually it just comes to a conclusion.
This is her right here. This is
I'm
her.
actually so confused at what she got right now, so you gotta let me know.
She will say, "Thank you for this information," and turns to her servant. "Bring me Lady Ide and Lord Fumitaka. Thank you." I don't know what to make of this letter, aside from it is tainted. I do recognize this handwriting.
Oh,
She got a lot of opportunities. So she
I
doesn't know
mean,
what
that's
any of
fair.
it means. But she does know, with about 4 opportunities, she does know who wrote it.
Oh.
she had more
Alright.
4 opportunities.
She had so many opportunities.
I've seen it in a lot of correspondence that I have had with this person over the years on behalf of Lord Daigo. This is Lady Bayushi's.
Oh. Oh no, Wenashi's gonna have a field day.
That's not the same Lady Bayushi.
I know, but hearing
This
that name still brings
Bitch.
PTSD, okay?
So I don't know what the letter means. She, unfortunately, left with Lord Daigo to check on, I believe, Lion's Watch. So when she gets back, I will be sure to have an audience with her and figure out what this tree and who these gardeners are. As far as Lord Fumitaka and his duel are concerned, I can postpone it briefly, but honor demands that it go through with as much expediency as possible. And by that, I mean, if you cannot produce this Kuni in a reasonable time, if we cannot produce this Kuni in a reasonable time, I will have no right to a delay.
How long? Don't mind me asking.
I can perhaps double it. I can perhaps give you a week. And that's because Bayushi will know what to say and how to push the issue. But perhaps I can put her on a bit of a back foot if I can keep this letter.
It's
Tainted. I can
It's
keep it locked
tainted.
away. I am aware.
As long as you can keep it locked away, I have no issue with it.
All right. She motions to one of the guards who will take it. I thank you for trusting me with these issues. I can assure you that I am actively looking into this now, especially some of the things I've heard in recent days, even yesterday. So, do me a favor. Find this Kuni. If you can bring him forward, perhaps he can enlighten us a bit more. So you see her brows just furrowed. This castle is called Humility's Lesson. And everyone who's making place for it right now, I sense nothing but pride right now. And I appreciate your honesty, the two of you, for telling me this. Find me this Kuni. That'd be the most help you can do.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I say to this woman who is
Yeah,
2 years older than me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, go ahead. Keith.
No, yeah.
I think Kaido bows and she says, if you need anything, I'm your humble servant.
Thank you. You've already done quite a bit, it sounds like, from False Blessing. Yeah, and you can tell she's got a lot on her mind. She's trying to figure certain things out, and there's a frustration there. But you eventually, like, as you're getting up, you hear, my lady, Lord Ide has arrived. I can fetch Fumitaka from next door if you'd like. Yes, please, immediately. Let him know it's urgent. And if it'll be easier, I can meet him over there. Understood. And you two can exit.
Oh, that's stressful.
Yep, we leave.
Yeah, bye.
Oh,
In a
I'm
bit.
sorry, Fumitaka's gonna wrung out again. I don't know why.
there's certain things she knows and has heard that like make sense with what you're saying, but like certain pieces she doesn't get, and she's like, "All right, you come here, you come here."
This is what I got. Get over here.
Yeah.
I can't wait as Sheikah to learn that fucking Bayushi, who has the names that she needs, is going to die and probably not give her the names. This is great. Fucking fantastic.
Well, you perhaps underestimate Bayushi a little. But you do see, like, as you guys exit, you see Ide, who stands there perfectly calm as she stares at Noreen, just kind of gracefully enters. So yeah.
If I catch Fumitaka, like if we pass each other, just there's sorry. I'm so
My bad.
sorry.
I just start covering my face, like,
Yeah. He looks really
Ugh.
concerned, like, what? Like,
sorry, honor dictates you tell. Bye.
what did you?
I-
You-
And
yeah.
again, I mean, if he like, you know,
Yeah. What did you say?
she knows.
Oh. About all.
This was that we talked about
Right.
that happened this morning. She needed to know.
Understood. And
She's mad. I'm sorry.
I'm used to it.
Best response ever. I'm used to
Yeah.
it.
He's a defeated man. So as
Poor
you
guy. He didn't even want this job.
he makes his way in. But yeah, you guys depart, and cutscenes real quick to Shika and Togashi if Togashi's here. May or may not be.
Back on time.
Back on time. Hell yeah. You are taking Arima Zentaro back to the village.
Yes.
She doesn't look at either of you as she is
That's fine.
making her way back. Just in silence. Just
I think that Shika would. She's not going to prod her, but she will say that I assure you that my friends and I will find what happened. And if it takes until the day I die, the person who did this, or no, the responsible parties will be punished.
does that include your Phoenix friend? The one who accused my brother? And then within 24 hours he's dead.
I will ask her to just pause and look at me.
She does. You don't really have servants do this to you, but either she's just so mad she can't register, or she just doesn't care, and she just stares at you.
Asako Mai did not do this.
Asako Mai accused my brother of conspiracy with tainted creatures, had him locked in house arrest. Everyone knows that happened. Everyone knows that happened. She can show up the next day and say, oh, you're, guilt-free, but people didn't believe it. I don't know what was going through his head. What he was worried would happen to our family.
Do you really think he did this to himself?
I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. I looked for him for hours. I heard he was sent back up to work his route. And
He was. And she like raises both eyebrows as she said it. He was.
Sure. I couldn't find him.
Asako Mai didn't do this.
No,
I
she
will
glares at you.
punish.
Mhm.
I
Sure.
will punish. I will ensure that those who did are punished, and your brother's name is restored.
Fine. And, he'd appreciate that part. But I'd just rather have him here. He could have kept the name. I didn't. That doesn't matter. And she continues walking past you. She's full strife. She's overstrifed.
Yeah, and I
Fair.
get it. And I'm gonna take a couple strife because, yeah, I
Sure.
agree. I'd rather have my brothers.
Mhm.
And I think that Togashi probably sees that in her face for just a moment before she continues on.
Yeah, he probably does. Togashi probably isn't saying anything. He does feel like he lied to her.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't really say too much.
Sure. She stops at a house. Not hers, but she stops at her parents. And turn to you. They give a very stiff bow. I think I'm good from here. I'd appreciate some privacy.
Of course.
I understand.
And she will walk towards the house.
I'll wait for her to go in. And I think I'll probably wait because I want to make sure. Look, if her father's like, I want to talk to those bastards, I want to be there.
Sure.
Where's the manager?
Exactly.
There's two, and they're fighting over who's in charge. But no, neither parent comes out. You probably hear some soft sobs from inside, but they don't come out to you.
I look at Togashi, and as I start heading back towards the castle, she's right.
About which part?
It would be better. Sometimes I wonder. I miss my family. And I would rather have them here.
He'd
If
nod.
Sacrificing the name is what it took in an instant to have them back.
Yeah, I think I understand. I can understand her pain. I empathize with both of you. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
All right. So, for ease's sake, you can reconvene wherever you guys like. Morimoto, I know you stayed with Asako.
Mhm.
Is there anything you wanted to talk to her about? She's very quiet unless you talk to her.
I don't think there'd be anything in specific. It'd kind of just be letting her work, protecting her in case anything were to happen. Also, myself trying to analyze quietly behind her if I see anything or notice anything out of character or even
Sure.
similar to what I had experienced. If there were any like markings and like what they might mean.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of go over the body similar to how she did. But I think all she says to you, it's like you're kind of like looking at the wrist marks. She'll say to you, I've seen that before, a little bit. When someone thinks that something's in their skin, or sometimes it's not a taint specific thing, but I would say this one was. I think he felt like something was inside him.
Dirk, you said he fell face first, right?
He did.
That might condone to why he fell, face first. Most people who are getting pushed off a ledge, their back is to the ground, and he would have fallen that way. If he maybe had felt something was inside him, and that maybe the pain was worse than being alive, he might have just jumped off himself.
Very possibly. Very possibly. Yeah, she's quiet. I think you can tell she's contemplative.
Is there any more that we find out about, the body as we're kind of searching?
Not really. I mean, she and Cooney went over it pretty thoroughly. There's not really much more to be learned. You just kind of stand watch to make sure no one else tries to get down here. Some guards do check in just to see, like, hey, this is still here, but that's it. But everyone can reconvene wherever you guys would like. Unless there's more things you guys want to do before you do.
Nope. I gotta tell the group a thing.
All right.
Dirk,
No.
do you mind if we cut to some tiny thing that I wanted to do last night?
What did you want to do?
I just
Perhaps
wanted
it depends.
I don't think it'll change anything here. It's like out of different thing. So I just wanted to have a small conversation with Sheikah.
The night before?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what happened the night before.
The Kakita conversation.
Oh, sure. That's fine. I'll allow it. Yeah, as you're kind of maybe going over the body right now, you kind of flash back to your conversation of the night before. After you and Yue had discussed with Kakita, and to not much of success, what you knew.
I'm assuming you knock at the door. It's fairly
Probably.
late. Oh, are you all right? Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. Is there
Bless you.
any way that you could perform that ritual again?
Oh,
I needed an answer to something, if that'd be all right.
Sure, come in. Before I, like, she's setting things out for it. Before I do, can I ask you why?
Something happened with Jubei, and I had some hints that maybe he was doing something for another reason. I just want to know if anything changed, if he's still on the list or not.
All right. She will sit down and offer you a drink, non-alcoholic drink. And it's really a conversation. I kind of view it as a conversation rather than anything else. It doesn't take that long for her, but she kind of, like I said, she views it as a conversation. And we're not even really talking about what she's looking for anymore. We're just talking. So, boop. Love that.
pretty good.
We're gonna take all the clean stuff, and then we're gonna explode stuff to try and get some damn opportunities. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'd need so many. So I've got 3 successes, which is the
3
TN.
successes. Okay. So with 3 successes, I guess one thing that kind of would change, maybe change this a bit. Morimoto, how does Morimoto feel after the conversation?
I think she feels a little bit defeated, but there might have been a little bit of hope in that. I think he was saying there was something that he was trying to protect. And I just wanted
Sure.
to know if that's the reason why. I don't know if I'm like looking for that's the reason, or if
Well, that wouldn't
he
be-
was hiding what. No, sorry. How do I say this? Could I find that if he still has like feelings for me that he might be keeping, or like something might have like if
I
he
would
still
say-
feels the
Mhm.
same way, or there's still
Yeah.
I guess there'd be the opportunity of.
Got it. I would say this. I don't think if that's kind of Morimoto's thought process, I don't think anything has changed in your reading. I think it's the same as last time.
Okay, I think she would say Kakita is still a good match for you, but just because something is a good match doesn't mean it is what you want. And I'm not saying that to discourage you or encourage you in any particular direction. At the end of the day, I want you to be happy. But he's still a, at least from the Kami's perspective, a good match. I don't know if that's a comfort or not, but
To be honest, right now I don't even know anymore. Everything's kind of going up in the air, up in smoke. And give me some level of hope, but at the same time, we don't even know what's going to happen at the duel later on.
I don't know either, and you should. I don't know what made you question this, or did you tell her what made you question this?
That's a good question.
It's a very interesting one.
Like, did I tell her why I'm questioning?
Yes.
Ube?
Yeah.
It's an interesting conundrum for Morimoto.
Like, it's fine if she doesn't. It would just change
Yeah.
how she says this next part.
I think she would state probably more of like the general that like he just didn't believe me, and it just kind of felt
Yeah.
felt this loss or this disconnect, and maybe that was in part of him trying to protect who he's trying to protect, or if it was just I don't know, something about the way that we said it he just didn't believe, and kind of ripped my heart out a little bit.
I did the same to Kaito, and I regret it deeply. And I have apologized, but apologies are not required to be accepted.
Derek, did he apologize?
He apologized that this.
He said, "I'm sorry you feel that way."
Yeah, yeah, you did.
I'm sorry that this is kind of the resolution we're coming to. Like, it wasn't great.
Yeah. And like she says that part, and she may never. And that's She may never forgive me, and that's her right. I am sad about it. I suspect not Kaito, Kakita,
Jubei.
I suspect Kakita may feel something similar. I'm not advocating one way or the other, because what I will say is an auspicious match doesn't mean it's a good one for the heart.
Yeah, it didn't quite feel the same way as you're describing. I don't know if he necessarily even felt sorry for how things kind of concluded. And, you know, maybe, and I don't know. I guess I just don't want this to be a huge waste.
Nothing's a waste if you gain some insight into yourself or the world around you.
Wow, that's a very, I guess, different way of looking at it than I kind of came into. But you're right.
Don't make decisions when you're angry or sad or hurt. But, as I said, just because it is an auspicious match doesn't mean it's necessarily good for the heart. And while I know not everyone can marry for love in our position, I do try to make that kind of match.
And that is what I want. I don't want to spend the rest of my life trying to go from meeting to meeting, waiting for the final moment that I get off and to hate the person that I'm there with or can't trust them. And that's kind of borderline a little bit what have I felt right here, that he couldn't believe in me. And through all my experience, my prestige, who I am, he basically just boiled it all down to the fact that I'm some haunted person, that I just see this everywhere I go because this is what I've been afflicted by.
I think Sheikah looks a little guilty at that.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry that you feel this, that this has happened. And I wish I could fix it. Just as I wish I could go back and take my doubts about Kaito Yue back. But unfortunately I can't. And I hope one day that we can at least be friends again. But it's a little different when you're looking for a life partner, I think. Right?
Yeah. Just a little bit, but I definitely understand where you're coming from. I never try to speak for you, but there's still a shot that, you know, certain things could happen that you guys could rekindle some kind of a relationship again.
I hope so. I do. And if Kakita Jubei is what you want, then I hope that that somehow can be mended. And if he's not, Rokugan is a big place with lots of people, lots of good people. people who are strong and smart and are willing to dedicate themselves to you. Are not afraid to be in your shadow.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way of looking at it. He was just the first person that I saw on my journey here that felt kind of right to me. I guess there's more to it than that.
Morimoto, you are a beautiful woman of strong conviction and fiery passions. You will find someone. I don't need any ability to see in the future to know that. You will find someone.
I think she'd kind of hold out her hand to see if Shikachio would kind of do the same. If not, it wouldn't hurt her in any other way. And she said, "Thank you, Chica. That really means a lot."
Of course. Stop it. Get some sleep. Things are better in the morning.
Cut back to you.
I know.
With this kid's body. But yeah. Where do you get? You guys will reconvene. Where would you like to reconvene? I'll ask that. Courtyard. Just private
I'd probably
room.
say in a private place, either inside Humility's lesson or a private place outside of Humility's lessons, where we know no one's currently at.
It's up to you. Asako, I will say, will stay with the body until it's time to burn it.
I believe
Wait,
it.
would go check on Asako.
Okay.
You guess that this leads to Oritaga to follow.
Red City's
Yeah,
doing
you
that
can
later.
follow me.
Thank you. Feels weird being alone. After
So,
For all that.
So I guess
something
we'll just
really
take
important.
it that I'll be where Asako Mai is.
Perhaps you guys
Yeah.
reconvene down where Asako is. Then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Probably.
we're all worried about her.
You check in. You head down, and she's here. She smiles as you two come down. And then like everyone comes down, and her eyes go just like a little wider, as like it's a big crowd.
Hello.
It's like again.
Hi. Glad to see everybody's doing okay. I do need to stress this is a tainted area right now. So it's kind of looking at the body.
I can bless us afterwards.
Okay,
It's
just
okay.
wanted to make that clear.
Arima Saki is home. So that is finished. For now.
Hmm.
There's
That's-
something to that statement. I'm sure people
Sure.
know.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you made it home.
Anything else discovered on the body?
Nothing much of note.
Were the scratches on his wrist, does he have blood under his fingernails?
He does. He did it.
Just warning you, Arima is convinced that somehow you are responsible for this. I tried to dissuade her from that, but I don't want to tell her everything because
She's correct. At least partially. I set him on a path that put him in conflict with Kunimoto-san, so I take partial responsibility for that.
I do as well.
Have we learned anything else?
Only that, at least for me, only that Kuni was afraid that I would get something from this body. Or we would. Because he was ready to go.
Narumi has it.
Naomi has it.
She nods.
That's good. What is it?
A tainted picture of a black gate with Bayushi's handwriting on it.
That gets a surprised look from
Just
Sheikah.
just like a black
Bayushi.
gate.
She does not make eye contact with Sheikah. She
Sure.
knows.
Bayushi
Yeah.
Makuru.
Yes.
She turns around for a minute, and it looks like she's on the verge of unmasking, but she's trying to keep it in.
Sure.
I'm strifed out. It's probably clear that she is now
Yeah.
strifed out.
Yeah. Is it just a black gate, or
Does it get does she, when she asks that, does she look like she has like some sort of knowledge about it?
she's thinking?
Have we seen any
Okay.
black gates on our adventures?
You have
I
not.
have.
Well,
yeah, I was
mean,
gonna say I kind of look at Toritaka. I don't know if you want to speak on that.
Does Toritaka say anything or no?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Does he
Okay.
speak about the gate or not?
Was
Yeah.
it
If
Tori-
anyone had seen the gates on our way here, a black gate.
We all
No,
Not
saw
so
it.
it
allowed,
was,
but-
it was Toritaka, because that was the
That was his vision.
that's what the Phoenix, the Phoenix showed him.
Yeah, the blind lady, I think.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. But that was like the first session. So, now, but the only one who would have known, at least have a hint at this point, would have been Kaido.
If Toritaka doesn't say anything, then she.
No, I'm just
Uh,
like asking a general question. It was stated out on the note that there was a black gate. Has anyone seen a black gate?
Oh no.
No.
Okay. Hmm. She has to
What?
think. Hold on.
Do you remember what the note said?
I give a rough, estimate, just about seeds and trees, and it's been planted, and he's doing really well.
Get 3, but
Does this ring any bells for anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, does it ring any bells?
Do my
Does
bells
it-
ring?
Does
Does
it
what-
jog any brains?
There's
you know?
one specifically ringing
Like the
bells, I guess.
seed and the tree and the growth and the
I mean-
cuttings.
Mhm.
I think it's. I feel like it's Daigo. I feel like Daigo's a seed.
She holds up so Sheikah says, I hate to say this because it makes me even angrier about this, but I wonder if this might be Lady Bayushi's method of delivering a message to Moto-san.
It's
How
possible.
so?
If that note needed to get to a certain person, Moto-san, for example, two things. One, she knows, in which case, great. Two,
She doesn't know yet. She's not here. She went off with Daigo to Lion's Watch.
Lion's Watch. Thank you. That's the name.
what?
There's a gate there.
Lion's Watch.
A gate.
A
Of
black
what?
gate?
Like
wouldn't-
like a perimeter gate. Yeah.
Lion's Watch, that's to the west, right?
It is.
Down
Is there
here.
a bunch of pink
That's
trees down there?
when the
I've
Well,
not actually been in Lion's Watch, but I've seen it from a distance.
when the boy met his end, that's where his spirit went to. He went into that direction.
Westward?
Well,
I mean, that's very. West is a lot of places, but
But it was more like it was dragged there.
did
And
you have a
Derek.
vision?
Yes. Yeah.
So the Ronin in the town, they said they were going towards Lion's Watch, yeah?
Yes, they did.
Okay. Said
Fuck.
Kunimayuka is near Lair. He's in Lion's Watch. He might be in Lion's Watch.
And we need to go. Did you give us a rundown of your meeting with Narumi?
If you ask for it, she will.
Yeah.
She'll say it in vague terms because the walls have ears.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, just Narumi knows. We talk about this. We talk about this paper. I don't know how much more she would tell you from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, she would say we have a week to go get Mayuka and bring him here. Well, Kuni Mayuka and bring him here.
All right.
Do you know where he went? Did he also go to Lion's Watch? Or no?
We don't know yet.
So, Morimoto Akihiro and I, we talked to some Ronin in the town last night, and they were going to head that way. They think he's being held there under duress.
Then we should probably see if we can help him. Unless that's not the right call. It feels like our only option at the moment.
I need
only-
to.
The only thing about Lion's Watch is it's Draco's other real seat of authority. Right? He guards the west, and he does so from that sentry point when he's not here. I never got to really visit.
Do we know when he left?
Oh no. Okay. So he
Uh-oh.
left this morning. Okay, sorry. Things just clicked for me because the person that that Morimoto and I hired, he was making sure that we were working for Fumitaka and not, Matsu Fumitaka and not Matsu Daigo. So Matsu Daigo might be holding him there. It might be him. Or, Kunimoto-san. What if he believes that Kunimayuka is the Oni?
Daigo?
Daigo, yeah. Or if Daigo believes that Kunimoto-san, or Kunimayuka is the Oni.
It'd be plausible if Kuni Motozan is trying to push forward and killing and blaming somebody for it.
So are you saying that the person you hired might have double-crossed
I think
you?
No, I don't think he crossed me. I think he gave me information that because he's working for Fumitaka. He is loyal to Matsu Fumitaka. He basically said if I was, if Matsu Daigo was the one hiring, he couldn't help us. So I think he's heading to Lion's Watch. There's other Ronin near Lion's Watch who can help us too.
Then is there a way that we could get there before Daigo? Like if we cross the river, perchance? He would probably just take the bridge, right?
If we, would he?
He should just take the bridge, yes.
Okay. we could go by ship. It would be quicker.
I think that
Yeah,
should be
the
our.
river flows southward. We'll be going directly in that path.
Derek, I need you to make like 8 mantises.
We got there.
You're like,
We
"Oh."
got there.
We did it!
We did it. Thank you, Leah.
Boys, we have our heading. Um, yeah, you'd have to find somebody who could sail you there.
I know a fisherman.
No, we do know a fisherman.
Do you know a fisherman?
We know a fisherman.
We know a fisherman.
He does in fact own a boat.
He does.
Not the best boat. We're not
Let's
looking for the
fucking
best. We're looking
go.
for.
I mean, his boat was over here, but
Hey,
we
better
could-
than nothing.
it's
Look,
better than
I
nothing.
am in with the Daimo
Boat
the
adventure.
Lion Clan's daughter. I'm sure she can get us a ship. or
Yeah,
like a
mhm.
boat of some sort.
Yeah, it's just quickly. But okay. Yeah. So Sokka will say, we can certainly do so. I don't know what Daigo will make of us going to his fortress without telling him. Or watch at Sentry Point. I'm not really sure. It's a tower, gate.
Can
Probably not great, but I'm sure Batsu Narubi probably has a lot of problems with him right now.
I'm
true.
wondering if we could get her order to go there for some innocuous reason. Maybe.
I prefer a direct reason.
Well, I don't want to raise suspicion just yet.
Won't burn things down just yet.
If she can't, then I understand and we'll just do it, but if we can get some kind of cover, some kind of reason that seems harmless, you know? I think flying under the radar as long as possible is going to be our greatest asset. Or at least as under the radar as we can be at this point. It's just a thought. We don't have to do this one way or the other. I'm just throwing ideas out there.
I think it's a good idea to at least have her give us a reason.
I
we
hope
have
I'm
very
not
limited-
the only one here, but I'm kind of a little bit lost on this context. I feel like we've skipped steps that I just don't know where we're going. Right at this
So we have
What
a
you got?
theory that our boy that we're looking for is at Lion's Watch.
Okay, so like we found the note. The note had the gate on it. She references to that she knows where the gate is, and there was a gate
Potentially,
in
yeah.
Lion's Watch. What was that thing? Would I have been able to discern that thing about Bayushi?
What thing?
There was a thing with Shikachio and the Bayushi, or like there was a part of the note, like it was her note that was given.
So someone figured out. No, it was Narumi. Narumi basically said that it was Bayushi's handwriting.
Hmm. Okay, so Bayushi was the one who wrote the note.
Mhm.
Which then calls into question a lot of things specifically for Shikachio in terms of being able to trust her.
As a note, I think again this is still a Togashi Toritaka check for two different reasons. You both may have heard of these things actually, but this is a pretty hard check. I need one more Theology Earth check from Toritaka at Togashi, difficulty 4, and I'll give you something really cool.
Oh god,
Theology
please.
Earth.
Yeah, you're the only two that can make this check.
Okay.
Got it.
Hey,
Oh,
Toritaka!
Woohoo!
all right.
Can I use that opportunity to reduce my strife by 1?
Wait, is this technically a different scene, by the way?
This would be, yeah, this would technically be a different scene.
Okay, thank fucking god, I came with 10 strife.
Uh,
Well, I guess I wouldn't be fully strifed out if this was a new scene.
yeah.
It's still
here's-
stressful because my only hope.
Sure. Toritaka,
Yes.
like as everyone's like kind of like making plans for Lions watching, that like there's been rough thoughts about the seed, and like the tree and stuff like that, and like that maybe that's Daigo. Daigo's growing into what we need him to be, right? You actually disagree. Like the more you think about it, you think it's much more literal. Because you think of who wrote this. And you think of the Bayushi. You think of Scorpion as a whole. And you think of a place that you've heard of, just being a falcon. A place that the Scorpion have that they hold dear. It's something that keeps the Scorpion very loyal to each other. You remember a place known as Trader's Grove. It's a small grove of trees near the south of Kyuden Byushi. And it is said that this grove, if somebody betrayed the Scorpion clan, if someone in their clan betrayed them, they could be bound to it. Not just body, but soul. But spirit. Everyone was afraid to betray them because of that. And more specifically, some stuff that you know. A bound soul may not return from the dead by any means, or ghost or otherwise, if they're imprisoned in a tree like this.
In a tree?
A very physical tree. There's a grove that the Scorpion have, Trader's Grove. That is a series of
Trader's Grove,
trees.
Okay.
Yeah, Trader's Grove. That the Scorpion bind their trader's souls to. Yes, like that.
Okay.
Traitor.
Right there. It's right there.
And you think, this place, this region, things that die around here, from what you understand, you can't speak to them after they die. This place feels empty.
Like it's being siphoned off somewhere.
Perhaps.
Didn't we have this war? I forget. I forget what where it happened. But this happened before. I don't remember when.
So, just for clarification,
Mm-hmm.
if something dies around this tree,
Yeah, you don't know the range, but in theory, it's pulled into the tree, and like it can't be called out. So people like it's a way the Scorpion prevents like other clans learning their secrets from Trader Scorpion.
they planted one on Lion Land. Oh no.
It's a sort of punishment that they do to the Scorpion.
That's pretty cool.
What's cool?
I'm glad I rolled 4 successes and 4 stripes. Those were good stripes I got. Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Good, good.
Yeah, good stripes. Well, actually, I can actually take minus. I just noticed that last one. One of them is not a strife out. So, I will relay what rumors, quote unquote, I heard about these things.
What does it look like when that happens to a spirit? I look at the two spirit boys.
Looks like they're just.
Yeah, DM, what happens?
Yeah, from your description, you said they basically get pulled there.
They
get
pulled into it, yes.
Wait, was our boy a traitor somewhat? Wait a
So-
minute.
So the name
Hold.
Okay.
the name Trader's Grove, it just applies to the place that the Scorpion named it that. They don't have to be specifically traders.
Okay. So
This
this tree can be planted anywhere. It can draw spirits within whatever radius it has, right? Is what the theory. So it doesn't matter if you are a bad guy or a traitor or a highman who got pushed off of a roof. Your spirit will just be pulled into the tree, right?
yeah.
Wait, did Ide? Did Ide Kana get pulled that way?
Ooh,
She,
I'm
yeah,
bad
you
with
remember.
names.
Her.
That's
Yeah, that was the other ghost you had. You know, she's all like messed up for a while before. Mhm.
yeah, she didn't get pulled that way though. From what I
She didn't-
remember.
She did not, but if you recall, she had like a lot of wards. Like she was protecting herself from something.
Yeah, I think we just assumed that it was a smoke, but maybe it was something else.
Do you have any idea what these trees' range would be?
I mean, if it's just the stand, like, if it follows the property of a normal tree, as far as its roots can reach.
Then it would. If it has the effect that Tagashi is describing, that Arima's spirit showed, then that tree would have to be very close or inside of the castle. Would it not?
Yeah, Togashi, when exactly were the spirit flew?
Something else you guys also note, just for you guys to consider. You know that like this effect that you guys have been feeling about like the blandness, it occurred a while back before you reached the castle, and it's gone a decent radius. Like you felt it in Fall's Blessing, you know, you felt it around.
Is it
It
this
doesn't-
one?
Is it the big pink tree that I put in here?
that would be just a bit obvious.
But I designed it like that. It's a very important tree.
It's a very cool tree. It's very scenic for when you're crossing the bridge, but it is not that tree.
God damn it.
Ooh, another thought as well. It's really. You see, Zako, her eyes kind of go flat again. It's very interesting that they can't talk to their father either.
Oh no.
But whose father?
The Matsumoto.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought about it the second you
So-
said the spirits were pulled away.
So, thinking about this, do we have a way that we could possibly track this tree?
So
Does Tori
okay.
Taka know what they look like?
Toritaka, you know roughly what they're supposed to look like. They can get pretty big. And like they're pretty big, pretty vast trees. You would, if you were gonna like hide one of those, you'd need a lot of room.
I stare at all of these mountains with lots of trees on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
if
God
Yeah,
we
damn
had
it.
one of them.
Togashi, Which way did you say our boy Spirit flew?
Went to the west.
Straight west?
Straight west or
Southwest? Northwest?
slightly toward north or south?
Eric, you can correct me on this. But
Southwest.
it went like kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of. Not necessarily like that, but yeah.
But yeah, in
Close.
this general-ish direction.
Yeah, southwest.
Yeah.
We need to get to the Lion's Watch then.
Were there any weird trees at Fall's Blessing?
No, they're not.
Okay. I saw Kevin pointing. I thought he had a thought, and I wanted to help.
Derek, did you mention a tree before? I feel like you mentioned a tree before.
I feel like trees.
And it was
are,
like, oh, but it's
comfy.
not as cool as the one in the City of the Rich Frog.
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I may have, but that was purely decorative if I did.
Oh, okay.
Darn it.
I
How
tried.
dare.
Would Lion's Watch be large enough to hide a tree?
We don't know. None of us have been there yet, I don't think.
I've seen the outside. It's big.
Would it hold a
I don't know. I mean,
question? It's in the mountain, correct? Or pretty close to it?
yeah.
Is it connected to any caves?
Possibly. I mean, possibly.
Because there are, like, where I live, there's some places where pretty mountain caves are huge. Maybe the tree isn't on the surface at all. It's a good place to hide it. There was one.
You do think it could grow underground? Something that Toritaka would think. It like this is a sort of tree that you could kind of do that.
Well,
Well, hell.
well, I think having a direction is a good start. If the spirit was drawn southwest, I mean, my understanding is that is where Lion's Watch is anyway.
So regardless, we gotta.
So, if we can get Matsu Narumi's excuse to go to Lion's Watch, and then rush there, I think we could at least have a day or two without Daigo and Lady Bayushi.
I think that's our best chance.
Alright.
All right. So you're going to try to talk to Narumi? Again?
So, I
Mhm.
think we can fan out.
Okay.
Kaito or Kaito would say to Akihiro, I think you should come with me. I think we need to go talk to Kikita again.
You really think it would help?
I don't know if it would help, but there's something wrong there.
Alright, well, I'll follow your lead.
All right.
Do you want one of us to go talk to Lady Matsu Narumi?
Yes. I think Asako, you know the most. You were the one who figured it out about the gate.
Mhm. I can tell her, but I don't want to leave him here. If I'm gonna go talk to her, I need to burn this first.
I could watch over.
I could watch it as well, or I could go with any of you though. That's
Shiga, would you go with Asako?
Of course.
Thank you.
She looks at you, Toritaka, and you, Morimoto Ren. Watch him. Don't let anyone take him.
And don't touch anything.
Yeah, and don't touch.
I'll be vigilant. Yes.
It's okay. I know how to do my class. It's fine.
Thank you. And she'll exit.
Kaito would also mention to Shika and Asako, see if she would know anything about a tree. If she would know anything about that, and if she can give us more information.
All right.
I'll check on it.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys break off. Because I think I'll say that for last for a minute. Kaito, Yue, and Morimoto, Akihiro, you head out. What does Togashi do, by the way? Where's he
Where's
gonna go?
everyone breaking off to?
Asako and Shika are headed to go talk to Matsunurumi again, or like different people, but same person. And Yue and Akihiro are headed to talk to Kakita Jubei, the crane, and Toritaka and Morimoto Rin are going to guard the body.
I think. Who was that? What was that first name you mentioned?
They're going to talk to Matsunurumi, the daughter of the Matsudaimo.
Okay,
This chick. Hold on. Boop.
Takashi's like, I want to go multiple places.
It's really hard. Like it's genuinely hard. How much of a priority is what's their face? Because Toritaka and I are supposed to talk to somebody.
I think you were going to
Lady
talk
Ide?
to Lady Ide.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I hope we remember this.
But that can wait at this
Okay,
point.
yeah, I thought so.
As- Yeah, I remember.
It's like a later thing. Not a,
I guess I could stay with the body. I don't see why not.
Okay. Then Akihiro and Yue, you head to Jubei's room again. You were here just the night before. And you approach probably late afternoon, evening now, honestly, with everyone running around doing different things. Probably at least a decent afternoon.
Can we say like 4, like a nice like 4 o'clock?
Sure, 4 o'clock's nice. I like 4. And you guys knock on the door? Or
Yep.
all right. He opens it this time. It is not Sanji this time. And he looks genuinely surprised as he sees the two of you. Lady Kaito, Lady Morimoto.
Maybe you come in.
You may. And he, parts the way and allows you guys to enter. And though like he was the one who answered the door, you do see not terribly far in the corner, and he calls out to her before he as you guys are entering, he's like, Sumi, can you leave for a bit? And you see her just kind of reading a book, kind of at a desk, and she blinks and looks up. And you see Shosuro Sumi, who kind of looks at the two of you. Oh yeah, sure. Sanji's probably about done with the gacha. And she kind of closes her book, and stands up, gives you kind of a curious look, Yue, and gives you both a bow for a minute, and then just says, "Excuse me," and she will exit.
Yep. I bow.
All right. And she actually does, like, as she's turning to leave, she does like turn around and look at Jubei. If it's all right, would like to bring Sanjay back a little bit later. We need to really go over this and like pin this like get this pinned down. Sure. We can do that. Great. And she makes an exit. All right. Sorry. How can I help the two of you?
So, I want to apologize for last night. I lost my composure.
No apology necessary. I understand it was a rough conversation. And I am indeed sorry if I've left you with any sort of hard feelings. That was not my intent.
I understand it is a large pill to swallow. And I should take that into consideration a little bit more. I have to ask, though. I kind of look at Morimoto. I think both of us have kind of picked up on things since talking to you. And we want to help.
Picked up on what things, if I may ask? About your, about the issue?
May I ask? I'm going to hopefully ask for clarity here. Why are you fighting for Matsudaigo?
He, kind of furrows his brow a little bit. As we discussed last time, I mean, he's an honorable man, and it was a request. And it's not the first time I've done so, it's part of what I do. But I have no issues fighting on his behalf in this instance.
It seems that, from what I understand, the crane back Matsufumi Taka's claim. What made you switch?
Well, not all of us are of the same mind, necessarily. I know Lady Daidoji is particularly a supporter of Fumitaka, as is a lot of the Daidoji, and a good amount of the Doji. But myself personally, I disagree.
Is everything okay with Sanji?
He...
I won't lie, I've noticed a few things. And I just want to make sure. I mean, Sumi seems very nice. You know, I have no business in your business. But if you need help with something, we can help you. We want to help.
Roll me sentiment air. Just kind of read his face here.
I'm not gonna get it.
No, probably not. He's pretty good.
I'm not gonna get it, but we'll try.
He's real good. Well, he's not one, but he's real good. Hold on. Why is hold on.
Oh wait,
he-
I forgot you don't have one. I got so excited.
No,
I was gonna say he's a crane.
he's a
I thought I
crane
did it.
with
I
like
thought I won.
he's straight up a master of air. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
No,
he's-
there's,
Well,
there's
no, you can
opportunity
still
here.
do it!
There's opportunity. You got this. You got this.
Oh, come on,
Okay.
Leah.
Okay.
all right. Well, he's
Okay.
actually.
Get it too.
Hold on. He's gonna roll as well because he doesn't want to give himself away. All right, 2. You gotta beat 2.
Gotta be
Okay.
2.
You gotta me to beat 2.
I'm not gonna do it.
You just
We're
gotta
gonna
get
try.
I believe in you.
Oh,
Ah! That's
That was a good
okay. I
try.
already know that. I already know. It's fine.
I think you did great.
That's
I
close.
shouldn't have done that. It's fine.
Derek, can I do it? I know I'm
She's-
not gonna do it, but I'm, there's a possibility. There's a
I'll give
chance.
you, I'll give you,
A
I'll give you,
once in
I'll give you a try.
lifetime.
Yeah, I'll actually give you a try considering your relationship with Jubei. I'll give it a try.
A once in a lifetime shot.
You can do it.
Come on, come on.
Do it
You got
again!
this. Wait, why did? Okay, I just gotta do this.
Another one.
Another one. Come on, you got this. Yes.
Okay.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
Yes. You
Yeah.
guys-
One dice with one dice.
Okay. So, yeah, you definitely get when she asks like, "Is everything okay with Sanji?" He gets a lot more guarded. He like when you're questioning him, it kind of flows off of him. It does not bother him. Her like it's very subtle, but it strikes a nerve though. He covers it well. Not as well as he would like, but he covers it pretty decently. With his 2 opportunities that he will get in addition, he definitely knows that.
Yeah.
Like you clock that.
I'm
I'm
so
sorry.
proud of both of you. That was great.
My heart, man. My heart. A million miles an hour.
Doji Jin is somehow nodding in approval.
Um,
I
We
taught
might
you
have better,
something.
but we did it.
You did it, my friend.
as you,
So is this my point where I could like point this out?
you could if you want. That he's like you could straight up call him on it if you want. But he will say, Sanji is a bit of an awkward man, but he's my brother, and he's doing as well as he can.
Oh my god, it didn't seem relevant before, but Sheikah has info on this. Fuck!
She wouldn't say
Well, he would say, I don't think I've seen him this happy in a good long while, so he's doing all right.
And I'm happy for that.
Fuck.
Why?
Jubei, I've fought with you before. I understand where your stances are going. I can see exactly how you're posturing. You're hiding something. Very plain as to see.
I promise we want to help. There's a lot of bad stuff going on here, even if you don't believe us.
Either well, you would either roll me a sentiment water I think is what I want, or I want not summon, courtesy water, or I want Morimoto Rumi courtesy fire. Either or.
What's your courtesy look like?
0, but I've got fire. We've got opportunity.
Difficulty.
I was gonna say
The difficulty will be 3 for this because he does not really want to talk about this.
I have 3 water, 2 courtesy.
Yeah, it'd probably be better if I gave you.
You can give her 1 for this.
You can give her 1? Okay, cool. What do I want to do here?
That's enough right there. We needed a 3.
It is enough. Yeah, I don't think I want to actually change anything because I would say would my famously kind come into this if
Yeah.
I wanted to reroll die. Okay. I'm gonna reroll just for funsies. Those the opportunity and the success with strife and the white die just for funsies. Okay, cool. I will go ahead and take the 2 exploding successes with the strife and the 1 success opportunity.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so 2 opportunity and 4 successes.
I see. All right. With 2 opportunities, what you get, his entire posture, like around, just like you question, like asking about his brother and everything here, like as you're pushing it, he's the more you talk about it, the more you really feel like this is not something is wrong, and it's not about him. You are correct. It is Sanji related. And it's a worry, and it's a frustration, and it's a helplessness, and eventually he.
Can I just
Go ahead.
add too? She'll say, I feel like they brought him here as blackmail or as a hostage.
A reminder would be a better word. He's quiet for a minute. Do you know how Sanji ended up in Scorpion territory?
I don't.
My brother is a good man. He's not a great one when it comes to our crafts. Not as a Kikita normally is, or is expected to be. And our family name is strong, and they thought it best, and his best use would be to try to marry politically and use that influence while he still had it. My family did. And he tried a number of times. One of them you are aware of. But he was not successful. And eventually my mother told him to try the scorpion, having exhausted the lion and the phoenix and even the unicorn for a brief moment, though. I think that didn't last very long anyway. So he went to the scorpion, and last I saw him before he went there, he was not doing well. He was gone for several months. He wrote very briefly, sparsely. And one day he wrote home that he had indeed achieved a rather successful match with the Shosuro. Or I'm sorry, with the, I think that's right. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Shosuro.
you got it.
And that if all things worked out, they would be married in the year. I, of course, went to meet them, and I met Sumi, and I met the one who put them together, Bayushi Mikuru. And Sumi is fine. She understands, I think, a bit better than my brother how very political this marriage is. Which I don't have a problem with that. The problem I have is why they're doing it. Bayushi Mikuru told me of my brother's time there, quietly, to ourselves. He fell into a bit of a depression and indulged in a number of substances and services that would disgrace him beyond any recovery. And she pulled him from that. Something she was happy to do, she said, as long as I could be of assistance to her on occasion. And it became very clear to me that this marriage is more than just political. She wanted me for this and things like it. This is not the first fight I've had for Bayushi. And I have a feeling it'll be far from the last. But it's also been made very clear to me that if I were to refuse, that his time there would be known in greater detail. My brother, if he knew the extent of everything going on, he would not choose to live with the shame he brought on himself and what he subjected me to. He would seek the only honorable out that he had. I don't want that for him.
Derek, I didn't want to interrupt your
Sure.
amazing speech there. During that section, I think at a certain point, Morimoto would have kind of looked to where Shusuro Sumi left to see if she was at any point like around the area.
Sure.
And if she didn't see her, she'd kind of like walk in that direction to see if she's like hiding around the corner.
Yeah, you go peek out. She's not. She is not just like skulking around. I have no option in this. No option that I will take. So I appreciate the offer of assistance, Kaito. Genuinely. And Morimoto. But there is no great out here.
Kikita, right now, Matsunoromi has a folded piece of paper found on the dead servant with Bayushi's handwriting all over it and is tainted. If you continue to do this, you'll destroy yourself. There's got to be something we can do.
I see nothing. The Bayushi... I'd be shocked if Bayushi Mikaru is the only one that knows. If I do anything outside of what is requested in this, Sanji's destroyed, and he will not live with it.
If you're dead, then Sanji is no use. You know, there's no use for him anymore. You realize that. We have to think harder. There's got to be something.
I've considered this from a number of angles. I have tried to find a way out. I have tried to find a way to end their engagement peacefully, but the Scorpion will not have it. They have pierced us fully with their stinger, and the poison is already in. If you have an answer, that would be excellent, but the only path forward for me that I can see that keeps Sanji safe is to win this. And I may fall someday in the future, but my best hope then is that Sumi is in a decent enough position that they find her worth keeping in the Crane family and leave Sanji alone. I don't think they would destroy her as well. She's more useful. Should be honestly the brains behind a lot of our business. She's found, in the time she's been here, she's found a number of lost shipments of weaponry from our family traveling through this pass.
Has Matsunoromi given you the news yet? The duel will be extended. Maybe so. Hopefully by then there'll be a different outcome.
I truly hope so. I truly think his goal, Daigo's thought, is to scare Fumitaka into surrendering. But if he does not, I can't die.
We don't expect you to. I'm hoping to solve this peacefully. Because there's a lot going on, and hopefully in a week we can... some truths will be revealed.
You're very kind. Don't let Bayushi know what you're doing. I've seen her destroy more people without ever attacking them than I've ever seen anyone do in my life. If you have any weak spot in your history, she'll find it.
I'll keep
There's a
quiet. As long
there's
as
a
you do as well.
I will. There's a reason there's so many Ronin in these parts and not as many Lion as there used to be.
I thought as much. I think Kaido will stand up. She will kind of bow. That's... thank you for entertaining. And she'll bow. She doesn't make any indication that like Morimoto has to get up with her. Like if she wants to stay and talk, she absolutely can have that moment. I just want to kind of give them a
Sure.
moment alone a little bit. If she wants that, she can take it if she wants it.
It's up to you, Morimoto.
God, I don't know. That's a hard question.
There can be no for now.
I'm gonna say she probably has her right hand. It's kind of tilted away from Jubei, and it is extremely clenched. And she'll look towards Jubei.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find a way. And she'll walk out.
All right. He says nothing as you leave. But perhaps hopes that... I'll keep that. Actually, that's inner thoughts. But yeah. Shika and Asako make their way up to Hirumi.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any conversation you have on the way with Asako, by the way? If not, then no. That's fine. She's can be a hard one to talk to alone.
No, I'm just trying to think of how I'd ask this question because it's pretty. It is a fairly deep question. I think she'll just start with, "Are you all right?"
Going through a few things at the moment, but I'm present. I'm on task. How are you?
I've been better. I've been worse, but I've been better.
She nods, then nods again, and then like just an agreement, double agreement.
Your help here has been invaluable.
I appreciate that. It's what I try to do. It's what I was told to do, or feel like what I was born to do. It's not always the easiest thing, but she, well, what would she say specifically? My family has done stuff like this for a while, and I was under no illusion that it would be easy, physically or emotionally. Though it has been a harder emotional day.
I understand, because honestly, I just wanted to tear his face off.
I haven't stopped debating it yet. We're making a lot of grand plans, but the simplest solution may be just to deal with the problem. That's what I've typically heard. Gather your evidence and then cleanse the problem. I have more than enough evidence for me.
Only if it's that easy sometimes, right?
It can be. Yeah, you can tell she's not fully like convinced not to do it yet.
Yeah. I don't think she has anything else to ask or say right now.
Sure.
Does this count as a new scene?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But you'll go to talk to Narumi. And we'll have that conversation perhaps a bit later. I think I've got two. That's gonna be a long conversation. And I've got one more that's gonna be a long conversation that we're not gonna do just yet.
Okay.
But as you guys, are invited in to talk to Narumi, who looks a lot more tired and a lot more aggravated, even than she was this morning. Tochisako looks, again, non-pulsed. We also cut back to that basement where there's Toritaka, Togashi, and Morimoto Ren. You're guarding the body of a dead servant.
Yeah, while we're doing that,
Mhm.
he's just slowly gonna get ready to cleanse the body before burning it,
Sure.
just as out of respect and stuff.
Sure.
That's what he's been doing.
You guys hear, as you're like in like a chamber that you have to walk down some stairs to get down into. They keep this thing, they're keeping this thing away from everybody. You guys hear the door open, and you hear heavy metal footsteps begin descending. Several sets actually, about 2 or 3. And a figure comes into view. Not the tall one of the guard, right? But instead a shorter one. You see this boy.
I've seen that man before.
You have. He's the unicorn. He's one of the unicorn. And there are 2 other unicorn that come down with him. And as he does, there's a 4th figure that comes down with lighter footsteps. And you do see this woman.
Ah, fucking bitch.
Hey, look, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We got this, Morimoto.
Hey, this is the group that was gonna talk to her
Yeah,
anyway.
we got her, guys. High five. We made the right decision.
We did it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's been planned from the start.
Indeed.
Wow.
Wow, it's just crazy.
Why?
Situation been forced upon us.
You love it.
And as she kind of comes down,
You don't.
because I'll say this, the little not the little guy, the unicorn knight, Moto, kind of glares at all three of you. He doesn't really say, too terribly much. And you kind of wonder why they're specifically here. You see this woman start to speak. I apologize for the sudden intrusion. I need to speak to Barua real quick. Would the rest of you excuse us?
She the side eyes and this. Yeah. I'll be right there. And we'll go forward.
Who is she? Talk to?
She said Barua, which is not anyone in this room that you know of, but Morimoto Ren answers to it seems.
Oh.
Wait, Morimoto's leaving?
Looks like.
Morimoto's gonna do the job for us.
You think?
I think I look super confused before Morimoto goes around. I feel like there's a ghost in the room, and there's clearly not.
Yeah. You feel like you've seen a ghost, right?
Yeah, no, it feels like both of us are looking at a ghost right now as we speak.
And as she kind of nods in approval as you walk forward, Morimoto, she kind of turns gracefully and begins walking back up the stairs. And you follow, and the unicorn kind of follow you. The other soldiers do. And the door shuts, leaving Togashi and Toritaka with a dead body.
I'm looking very confused, I'm sure.
And very confused. And I think we'll stop there for now, as it is 11:15.
All right.